Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the final day of the mixed team trials. I should be joined by Craig right around game time. I'm sure he'll get in here. I think he'll be around just for segment 5. He might be back for some of the later ones. Hello, Craig.
Hey,
How's it going?
all right. I'm just firing up Love Bridge here. Which table did you have your eye on?
Um, Good question. Yeah, Ankur says that this is not going to be a pretty final unless Rubenstein makes a big comeback. Um,
Um, yeah, it's what, approximately 100 imps at halftime?
yeah, it's not good. Let's see. So yesterday they sat Anam and Stewart against Eddie and Susan, and they sat Corbell and she against Georgia and Zach. Um,
So I think I would suggest, look around, and if there's a non-sponsor table, that's obviously the one. And then otherwise, um, probably not really precision, just because it's a little hard to comment on systems that we're not super familiar with.
yeah, I mean, like, I played the system when I played with Sylvia. So, in theory, I
Yeah,
should
but
know this, but obviously I don't. Um,
I mean, that was
I,
a long time ago now, right?
yeah, I would say, uh, like, we have watched a lot of the precision table because specifically for that reason, it was like the non-sponsored
It was the
table.
all
Would
expert
you
table,
be
yeah.
opposed to watching Eddie and Susan against Anam and Stewart?
No, not at all. I just feel like the bridge rates to be better at the high level table.
It's true, but this would be better content, and that's important. We're
That's
trying to
true.
farm content here.
That is
Um,
true.
yeah, I mean, maybe if the match was closer, it would be more interesting to, and hopefully it will be closer as we proceed through the day. But like for now, I think it'll be interesting to see what sort of like wild swingy actions they might end up taking, either on purpose or by accident at the sponsored table.
Um, yeah, I guess like once it's already, I guess it's now what, 88 imp match.
Hmm.
Like, might as well just find the biggest shit show possible.
Yeah. Yeah, so that'll be good.
Uh,
Hopefully they'll get started soon.
yeah, so I'm expecting a package at some point. So I mean, just run out for a second, if and when that comes. But hopefully,
Gotcha.
it'll be a brief interruption.
Oh, do I have YouTube chat? I do have YouTube chat, just in case anyone pops in.
Yeah, I am not streaming on mine because I'm multitasking a little bit with day job work.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Tricky Bridge has a YouTube channel. Okay, I remembered this from what chat told me yesterday. Because we had a. I don't know if you were here looking around, but we had a new viewer, someone who had never played Bridge before. So I was trying to find some way
I
that was
was, yeah.
effective to like. They have. Hold on. Wait, we can get the comparison. Wait, this is very important for my ego. Okay, so Tricky Bridge here has 858 subscribers on their channel.
Wow. So
And
you're twice as popular. I think you have around 1,500.
no, I'm at like 850 as well.
Oh, I thought it was more. Maybe it's
Hold
YouTube that you wait. Are you sure?
862. Look at that.
Is
There
that
we
YouTube? Is
go.
that YouTube or
YouTube.
Twitch?
On Twitch I have like 1400 followers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
Yeah, if all of my robot followers from Twitch would just go over and sub on YouTube, then I could get monetized over there, which would be great. Um,
Is it 1,000? Is that the threshold?
yeah, it's 1,000. Like I can get if people donate through my YouTube links, then I can get paid. But currently, I'm not making any ad money until I hit 1,000.
I see you are on Twitch, though, I hope.
Yeah, Twitch pays me already, but I'm still at like the middle threshold. So if I ever hit 75 average viewers for a month, which like we're at about 50 this month, average
Yeah,
viewers.
you're getting pretty close.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's. Yeah, so I didn't really like. Obviously, we were watching that blowout quarter. I didn't really like get a sense of like where exactly was happening. Like, obviously, some of it was the Onum and Stewart table, but it felt like a decent amount of it was at the table we watched, the high level table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there were a lot of just like big swings going around. I mean, some slams that were on finesses that just went down, and
Yeah,
it was like bid at one table and not bid at the other. Um, yeah, Schmeebel, it's average of average. So like if I ever hit 75 average viewers for like an extended period of time, um, then I would make partner on Twitch, which would give me kind of like the highest ranking sort of thing. But
yeah.
we're not there yet. What is my normal
So
streaming non-US trials schedule? I would say generally like Saturday and Sunday I'm live. Sometimes I do other stuff, like if there are big events like the Platinum Stars on BBO, I will play in that and stream that. If I have live tables that I'm going to play at, like sometimes Alex Perlin runs a game and I will play in his team games. I've played in the OCBL and alt teams events as well.
yeah, yeah, I
Um,
was playing in that all this week, and if we get a little lull, I've got a couple of hands for you.
Gotcha. Okay, so looks like, well, yeah, let's not watch the precision table. I mean, we've seen a lot of them. It is fun to watch Zach play, but let's check out the Susan and Eddie against Adam and Emma table. And this
Yeah,
first hand is a banger, I have to say. Like, 9 card suit, someone else is 7-4 with a 3 loser hand.
well, I do not like the initial action by North here.
Some people define it in terms of losers. Now, I will say that Susan, I think, did really well on a previous hand where she opened like one spade with a big two suitor before. Um, so
Yeah,
she's
that's
kind of
usually
like
correct.
using judgment to when to open 2 clubs and when to open, at the one level. But
I would say, I think for me, a tiebreaker rule, if I'm going to open a light two clubs, is if partner has a singleton or even, God forbid, a void in my primary suit, do I expect to bring it in for one loser? And here the answer is no. So I'm not going to shade a two club opening, given that my primary suit is weak.
mhm.
Like I think if you made it ace king queen seven singleton ace ten fourth stiff ace, I still wouldn't. I mean, I probably wouldn't do it, but I think it's fine then. Now your suit can play if partner has nothing there. This hand can't.
Wait, Schmeebel says they're playing transfers over 2 clubs. No, 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 no. Wait, what? Why would you think they're playing
No, no, no.
transfers?
Controls.
Wait a
Two two
second.
di- two diamonds was not negative. It showed 0 to 1 control.
Yeah. Um. So yeah, North has a tricky bid over 5 clubs. She decides to bid 5 spades, which I think is sensible. It might go down, but we're probably not beating 5 clubs all that much, given that our hand is just like 3 aces. The king, queen of spades are pretty unlikely to produce a trick on this auction.
Yeah. Yeah, and in fact, here we are going to make it thanks to, either they get a diamond rough thanks to the favorable Trump position. But, she's not in better shape if she opens a spade and it goes, past an O Trump five club. She still has the same. I mean, now she can bet five diamonds, but you're 7-4. That's not a great solution.
Yeah,
I just think that if I'm south and my partner shows a two club opening, and then shows a spade suit, I'm not expecting a spade suit that I need help, to fill in.
sure, sure. Greg
Or if it is, then
says,
I expect partner to have better high cards on the side.
yeah, Greg says Jenny and he play transfers over three clubs. That seems like a three club opener. That seems terrible. But maybe I'm misunderstanding. Well, Emma
Um,
didn't get the memo on the double. Adam was asking for an unusual lead, a Leitner double.
yeah, although I mean, this is also a spot where if he had a five club bid to make, where he had some of the extra aces, and she thinks that North, has just like trapped herself into a position where she didn't know what to do, and it's just going down. I think this is reasonable.
Yeah, but that's not what double means, right? If a club lead beats this, then Adam would just pass.
Unless he expected to beat it two in his hand, but I guess that's pretty unlikely.
Sure. Um,
Yeah, so now Declare certainly should make an over trick, right? Whether or not she will. Not to
Whoa!
say, yeah, well, and obviously he wants to lead a spade up, but I think she just didn't counter tricks, right? If she can find the queen of diamonds, he can afford to lose two spades.
Oh no! Well, this is a two trick swing.
Yeah,
Yeah, so Declara was gonna make 12 tricks if she just pulled trumps. Now she's only making 10, so she is gonna go down. Doesn't a Leitner double ask for the other major? Well, a Leitner double, I mean, I don't know if Leitner double is the right term. Like, maybe that specifically asks for something. Like, this just asks for a non club lead, right? Double just says don't lead clubs. So, whether Emma decides to lead hearts or diamonds or trumps or whatever, like, she has to work that out herself. Um, but Adam's saying, look, please don't lead my suit. That is not how we're defeating this contract. Hopefully you can find what I'm looking for. And I would imagine on this kind of an auction, given that he has preempted 5 clubs, he probably has a void. So from Emma's perspective, I would probably just lead my longest suit that is not clubs, which would have been diamonds here to give partner a rough.
yeah, I think that's right. So I think, generally the priorities would be dummies first naturally bid suit if there is one. Here diamonds is coincidental, and short of that, it just says partner, I have a surprise for them somewhere. Usually avoid, but it could be an ace king on the side. Like, do your best to find it.
Mm-hmm.
If I had seven diamonds, it would be really obvious what was going on.
Right,
You know.
right.
But
Yeah.
here with the King of Hearts, she knows it's not the Ace King of Hearts. So, she knows it's not trumps, or if it is, then it doesn't matter what she does. Therefore, diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Like if
Well,
she was, Jack in one, Queen fifth, singleton, she would just have to guess.
yeah, now Adam actually, yeah, I mean, he might return a club here, hoping that his partner started with a singleton and that um, she could over rough when Declara falls with the deuce, which is
Yeah.
possible. And this defense is actually going to work out okay for him because, first off, Declara doesn't get to pitch her diamond loser specifically with the rough sluff.
Hmm.
But if he does get in with the ace of spades, he needs to then not play another club, which could look tempting if Declare happened to have the diamond queen and his partner was sitting on jack third of spades. He might need to do that to promote the jack of spades as a trump trick. So there is still a way for the defense to go wrong from here.
Well, let's say he leaves a club now, and so declare has to rough in hand and take the pitch from dummy for that to work. If she pitches from hand, then he can still play the third round of clubs when he gets in with the ace of spades, and that's fine. That will mean at the extra
Oh,
trip.
okay, never mind. You're so right. You're so right. Yeah, I was thinking pitch the diamond, rough and dummy, play a spade, but yeah, then a club is perfectly fine, Declare. So he does
Yeah,
play a club. Um,
yeah. So if she roughs in hand here, she's fine, but now she's not fine.
No, I like this. This is perfectly fine. He'll
Yeah,
so
no, no,
spade.
sorry, I meant for her. I meant for her. Yeah, for him now the third club is fine. She can't pitch effectively from her hand, obviously. Well, for
Right.
one thing, dummy has no more trumps.
Yeah. So she can ruff high and pull the last
Right.
trump, but then Emma's going to take a diamond trick,
Yeah.
and Emma has a full count on the hand. In fact, because she knows about Declare's four-card diamond
Right.
suit, she'll know about the spade suit when Adam shows out here. So she knows she can like pitch the king of hearts if Declare runs all of her tricks.
Yeah, or declare you just take her off the hook from even having to think about it.
Yeah. Now that
I mean,
looks
it's
like a
very
good
possible
start
that
for
Emma just.
Rubenstein.
I mean, Emma may just have turned to Susan and said, "Down, want to get the Queen of Diamonds." That's very possible.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, what a, we'll see what happens in the other room, but what a swing from I think 650 it would have been to minus 100.
Would have been even more because
Oh, because the overcheck,
yeah, the
right?
overtrick.
750. Oh wait, they're oh yeah, they were white, so yeah, 650,
750.
750. That's a lot.
Yeah. Well, Emma gets to open a heart. A spade by Adam. It looks like a 3-card limit raise with the side spade suit. So Susan will pass. Emma will rebid 2 hearts, and Adam gets to raise. I wonder how far, though. Is he just going to bid 4 spades now that he knows they have a 9-card trump fit? Or is he going
Uh,
to still bid 3 hearts?
4 hearts, you mean?
Yeah, 4
I
hearts.
think, an aggressive pair like this, white red, you got to give partner one last chance to get out.
Sure.
I mean, I think Emma with her 6-4 probably will take it in. Obviously, the spade void is bad once you know partner. No, I'm wrong. So this, if Eddie figures out a trump lead, I think Declare is probably. Let's see. I think Declare is probably down even with a favorable diamond position, right? Because the defense can lead 3 rounds of trumps. Eddie can win all, 2 clubs to lead 2 more trumps. But otherwise, that King Queen of Diamonds in South hand, especially if he leads one up or this.
Yeah, the king of clubs kind of looks
It's pretty
natural.
natural, yeah. Yeah, but I think that's
So
gonna be it.
how is Declare going to? I mean, as you say, the diamonds are very favorable. So a diamond to the 10 will pick up the suit. I was curious actually on a trump lead because if we win the trump and play a club, they have to play another trump. I guess there's nothing fun that can happen. I was just looking at North having the king queen of spades and the 4th club, but it's just not quite there. We don't have the
Yeah.
entries for anything. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. All
Yeah,
right.
as a
Well,
club lead does look yeah. I mean I think though, despite that, I think there is a pretty good case for Trump lead. Obviously, it's like masterminding a little bit because we can look at the hand and see it's right to lead a Trump. But when Adam jumps to 4 hearts that he almost has to have a roughing value, right? He stopped off to show his spades, instead of raising hearts directly. Like, what's he doing? It's probably that he has, a hand that really looks playable in hearts.
is it possible that Adam has 5 spades and a 13 count with a doubleton heart?
I don't think so. I think he would do do something and show a delayed heart preference. I don't think he would just. I mean, maybe the hand exists, but doesn't it seem like a weird. Like, what's your hand? Like Ace King Jack fifth, Ace and one, three little, like. Or like say, make it a 13 Ace King Jack fifth, Ace Jack Doubleton, three little, like. I don't know. Doesn't that just feel kind of weird?
Well, I mean, what else are we doing, right? Because partners showed a minimum
I
with 6
guess, yeah.
hearts.
I guess it's true. We can't bid three of a minor with that. Yeah, it's possible.
Declare needs to play a second club. I mean, she won the King of Diamonds with the. Now, I. Is she in trouble?
I mean, this looks very strange. Like, I mean, maybe she's worried about a diamond rough, but what
She
can you do if that's
was.
the case?
Yeah, she was worried about a diamond rough, but this.
Yeah, but there's no remedy for that. You know, if the opponent can get a diamond rough, so be it.
Well, trumps could have been 2-2. So basically, Emma was playing for 2-2 trumps as opposed to. And 5-2 diamonds as opposed to just playing for 4-3 diamonds, which,
Right.
I mean, is probably not the right thing to do. It seems very anti percentage, but that's what she was trying.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I agree though. It does seem like a very specific parlay as opposed to just all the normal layouts where it doesn't matter how anything splits as long as diamonds are not 5-2.
mhm. Yeah, and if you wanted to protect against potential 5-2 diamond splits, like maybe we just duck the King of Diamonds. I mean, like, is Eddie really switching to King from King Doubleton there? I,
Right, that too.
I maybe, I guess. Um,
I mean, yeah, I guess it's possible, but at some point, you're gonna pay off to something on a hand like this. Pay off to the normal things, not the abnormal things.
right. Yeah. And so, I mean, maybe Emma isn't familiar with like all the percentages of things. Like, I think that's very possible. That's not a table that you want to look at and memorize, um,
Right.
but yeah, I mean, a 4-3 diamond split, absent any other information, is well above 50%, and a 2-2 heart split is well below 50%. So as long as you just know that, you don't even need to know more about the numbers. Um,
Yeah, well, I think that's it, right? Like, I don't expect, Emma or a lot of players, even at this level, to be able to calculate this, to the second decimal point. But you should know generally, you know, like you should have just sort of a general sense of X is more likely than Y.
yeah.
Like that's not high level bridge expertise. That's like something that I would expect an average regional flight A player to know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that can come from just like experience. Once you've played 10,000 hands of bridge,
Yeah.
you get a sense of like what things are likely to happen or what things aren't likely to happen. Yeah, as Schmiebel says, I mean, just like mathematically, the way it works out is that 4-3 splits, there are two 4-3 splits, whereas there's only one 2-2 split. Like both players have to have exactly two, whereas 4-3 can be on either side. So it's much more likely that an odd number of cards are divided kind of down the middle.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I mean, I feel like that's something that most people just learn in one of their early lessons is even numbers usually split odd, and odd numbers usually split as even as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, two cards missing being the exception where 50-50 is close enough.
Yeah.
Anyway, I managed
Eddie.
to right side this, by which I mean get Eddie to play it.
I know, I know. I was just like looking at this auction. I'm like, well, North has a 2 no bid and South has a 3 diamond bid, and neither one of those happened. Um,
I Yeah, I do wonder whether North really thinks it's the right bid, or after the disaster on board one, she just wants her partner to play one.
yeah. Well, the unfortunate thing, and this frequently happens in like 2/1 auctions, right? Both players have a little bit extra. North has 16, South
Yeah.
has 15. 7 diamonds is cold on this hand with all of the good splits, but I mean 6 diamonds would be an excellent spot to have reached. And there's no way to get there once Eddie rebids 2 no on his hand. Um, presumably in a general 2/1 context, after one spade, two clubs, two diamonds, North can jump to 3-no to show these extras. And that would allow North-South to potentially reach the diamond slam. South could move with 4 diamonds over that.
Yeah, of course. The problem is that it is very space consuming. So you show your extras, but you don't, but at the cost of not getting to show specific features of your hand. Like, it's just strong club handles certain situations very well, and that's one of them.
Yeah, but Zach and Georgia are sitting at the other table and they're playing 2/1. So
Right.
they do play.
I wasn't talking about this match. I was just making a general
Yeah,
observation.
yeah. I think they have some sort of methods over like a major 2 clubs, but I'm not exactly sure what it is. I know I've seen something
Yeah.
fancy from them.
Yeah, it's just hard. Like, the American style is when you have game going hands, so much of the time you sort of just get in this loop of making the cheapest force. And that, is very good in some ways because you get a lot of exploration for the right game as far as suit lengths, suit versus no trump, but you lose anyone getting able to show that they have more than a game going bid.
Yeah.
That's the real cost.
Hey, Shift.
Like if you always have 26 highs, you always get to the right game. Like 2/1's really great for that.
Right. Yeah, so this does unfortunately look like it may be a pickup going the way of Rubenstein. Wait, not unfortunately. That's not unfortunate at all. But I was looking at the 13 imps that came through on the previous board.
I don't know about you. I'm rooting for Rubenstein, both for personal reasons, because there's a bunch of people I really like on that team, but also I'm rooting for them just to make it a more interesting match going into the rest of the day.
Oh yeah, no. I am too. I just saw the score go in the wrong direction, and I guess I associated it with this board, but it's not. Oh no, I didn't put up a gamba. Well, hold on. First, I do want to show what happened in the other room. A heart passed 2 hearts. Constructive over there, playing the precision style 1 heart opener. Georgia decided to come in with 2 spades vulnerable, and it's not the craziest bid in the world now that West hasn't showed her spade suit, because she has the singleton heart. Especially if Zach and Georgia define this as like a pre-balance, then partner's not going to, well, I say that and Zach blasts 4 spades, so I guess they haven't defined it as a pre-balance. But if this is effectively a balancing action, this is kind of like what 2 spades is expected to look like. And,
right.
Now, sure, Zach and Georgia might need to have a conversation about this because Zach tried 4 spades when it was his turn and he has nothing. So maybe Zach thought that Georgia had a real hand. Georgia thought she was balancing. Either way, they run into the chainsaw of 5 spades in West.
I think you also may be missing slight inference.
Mm-hmm.
I think Zach may have thought that in these colors you may be able to job East-West into sacrificing in 5 hearts.
Yeah, that's a good point. The 3 heart bid shows some extra heart length, and maybe if West really had like a doubleton spade over there, then 5 hearts would have come out.
So I have here's a possible bet for you, or whatever you're calling it. Poll question. What are you calling them?
Predictions, yeah.
Prediction. That's a good word for it. Will South declare more than 75% of his size declare play hands this quarter or this eighth?
Eddie.
Yeah. Will Eddie declare as many as 75% of his hands declarers?
There's only 15 deals.
So far.
He'll have 7 on average.
So that would be, yeah. I mean, if his side has, I guess of the remaining boards, because this won't be one of them, 11, 6 of those is currently 1-1, so that would be 5 of 7, I think.
Will Eddie declare?
Actually, it would actually be 6. It would actually be 6 out of the remaining 7. I think.
Yeah. 5 hands this set.
All right, that's a good way to phrase it.
Yes, no.
I actually don't know how I feel about that bet. Oh, what?
Wait,
I
what?
mean, North, like, she does have this nice diamond fit, but I feel like I want partner to act again. White, I might do it. Red, I think I want partner to double, four hearts before or four spades before I just decide it's right to sacrifice.
Really? This looks like five diamonds to me.
I mean, we're beating four spades.
Are we making this?
We have a diamond, a spade. Yeah, I guess we are. So that certainly changes things.
Maybe. I mean, like, okay, maybe we're making this. I actually suspect we probably aren't. Um,
Um,
it's
like,
close though.
oh, I see. Because yeah, we need to rough the clubs good and rough a spade and kind of do everything along the way and not get tapped out with trumps 3-1.
I think it can make from here. I don't know if the best line of play would make it. Like I'm just gonna click the thing. Like so it can make double dummy, but the line of play basically is going to be to rough some spades, rough a club, um, and when West roughs the club with the 10 of diamonds, we like over rough with the ace and run the 8 of diamonds, which that seems a little far fetched. Okay, now that a diamond switch has happened, the jack is held, which doesn't really help us.
And I think it also doesn't even really tell us where the king is. I guess it does because the 10 popped up. And say if Adam had followed low, I think we probably still wouldn't know much.
So now are we down? I think we're just down now. We needed to win the ace of diamonds.
So let's see. And why can't we rough this, play club? Oh, then I see. Then we have, yeah, we need to rough both a spade and a club. And we cannot do that with only one remaining trump.
Yeah, this is one down. I mean,
Yeah.
I think the line of play to actually make it would have been a little bit too difficult. Um,
Yeah, I think we'd still be okay if the clubs split here, right? We can rough a heart, rough a spade, rough a heart, and play clubs. And they can
mhm.
take the king of diamonds at their convenience, or
Yeah.
club to the ace and rough the spade.
I mean, the line of play Declare took wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
Try and rough two spades, hope that the clubs split, which is the plan, but the clubs do not split, unfortunately. Yeah, Greg says one of the first things that he discusses with a new partner is balancing and pre-balancing tendencies, and these are like style
Yeah.
questions that um,
Yeah, I
that
mean, I
just don't
think
come up.
the right, like I think the modern expert trend is more on the side of no pre-balancing, partly because everyone was opening so light that you do often have constructive hands there, and especially against the pre-balancing ones, whatever, maybe partner can act anyway, and it's not a big deal. But yeah, as you say, really important to like it doesn't matter which way you play, but you have to both be playing the same way.
Hmm.
And my personal preference is less pre-balancing and more constructive, you know, but that's really a result of the style the people I'm playing against are playing. It's not right or wrong.
Yeah, I
If I
think
think I often have a game, then I need to be playing the way that protects my game.
right, and I think I tend to prefer that kind of style as well, but I I feel like almost everyone else just likes bidding, at least the people that I play with. And so they really like to, because pre balancing hands will occur much more often than the constructive hand types.
Right.
Like they want to do that because they like bidding more. So,
I would say though, I consider George's hand a mandatory two spade bid in either style.
hmm. It is a good hand. Only flaw, you only have five spades, but The singleton heart is quite nice. The spade suit is actually pretty good for a 5-card suit. King, queen, 10.
And I think to me the key is like a lot of partners average hands on that auction produce a game, and he can't bid on any of them. So to me, that means you just have to, accept that sometimes you're going to have a result like that.
Yep. Yeah, Eddie kept the same hand from the previous board.
Yeah, right.
He's just replaced the Jack of Diamonds with the 10-9.
Yeah, so he may actually have a chance to start in the same way. A heart to no trump.
Yeah.
Like, I guess there's a case for two club bid, but I think it's a bad case.
Well, what about 2 diamonds, right? We can bid both suits.
I think if you choose to bid one, you should bid clubs.
Yeah.
But, we're going to be on lead against hearts. We don't need to make a lead directing two club bid. We can just show our hand and let partner do whatever she does.
Yeah, Ankur asks, are crazy swing actions necessary since you're playing against the sponsor, at least in this room? I don't think so. I think Adam and Emma are just trying to play their style of bridge. Also, I've mentioned this before, like, you don't want to be swinging at both tables. And Zach, I think, as someone who is well known as an operator, is going to tend to swing stuff just in general. So operators tend to be able to like turn this up or down. Like we got a dial for this sort of thing. So Zach has turned his operating up a little bit now that they're behind by 90. Whereas yesterday he may have been keeping it mostly in check just to see where things stood at the halfway point. So I think Adam and Emma are just gonna like play normal bridge and hope that things go well. And Zach and Georgia, well, specifically Zach in the other room, is going to try and operate and find positions that he can generate some swings. Unfortunately, he generated a lose 13 by bidding 4 spades.
Right. Yeah, I think, right, if you're Adam and Emma, like your agenda for this segment is, to the extent that they're capable of it, and I think their natural style is swingy, sit in your chair and hope this is the set where the sponsor just hemorrhages 50 imps and you get back in the match. This if they had on them and Stewart to the other table, maybe they'd want to be a little more active, knowing they might have to protect some results. But here, they just have to hope that they're dealt a strong card, and at the other table, Daniel and Sylvia, can't get it back.
Yeah. Wait, you called the 2 club bid. I
Yeah. Not my first rodeo, buddy.
Yeah.
Also, like, I mean, I don't think it's a crazy action although for Virginio Trump, but, as we were talking about yesterday, like, Eddie is very much a previous generation player where, in the same way that, like, you never collect numbers because the opponents always have their bids, you also never, like, risk going for a number red-white, here. I guess he decided that 2-0 was too likely to go for a number opposite a past partner, so he just one and done. And I think it's, suboptimal, but it's the way people used to bid, and it's the way he still does. It's possible pling with an X, like playing with Janice. He might have been 2-0 Trump.
Yeah,
knowing he won't get buried.
I suspect it's more that. 2-0 Trump looks like it might go down, but wait, the 9 of hearts was played from Adam. I mean, I guess he has to. He has to card with that card, but that's kind of an unfortunate card to play. So Emma now, I think, needs to continue hearts, and she does.
Yeah, he needed that to push through North's Queen 4th.
Yeah, I do want to bring up, though, board 3 in the other room. Look at what Zach and Georgia did. They let's look at this auction. Wow. Zach opens a spade, 2 clubs, 3 diamonds, 5-5 with extras. That's actually really nice here, because now Zach's been able to show his extras. It's not a splinter in support of clubs, I guess, mostly because 2 clubs is...
clubs. 2 plus. Clubs.
Yeah, so 4 diamonds by North, confirming trumps. Again, this is a really good bid by Georgia. I've always liked
Yeah.
this treatment of 4 diamonds is transferred to key card. She has the perfect hand
Yeah.
for it. Her hand has a bunch of key cards, and that's it. So partner can ask, and then he'll hopefully figure out what's going on. 4 hearts, key card, double. I'm not sure what double is.
Yeah. Four hearts was not key card, by the way.
Oh, 4 hearts wasn't key card. I see. Uh, redouble first round heart control. Now Zach bids key card. 3 or 0. 5 spades
Of
asking
course,
about
he knows
kings.
it's 3 because his partner has a first round control.
Yeah. So 5 spades asking about kings. And Georgia actually decides that with King Doubleton of Spades, her hand is just good enough to hopefully take a shot at 7 diamonds. Zach's playing it.
Yeah.
He made 7 clubs earlier in the tournament, which was a key to their victory in the semifinals. Like, let's let him work his magic. And there was probably not much to the play. I'm going to pull back the room, but if there was an important point in the play, I'll take a look.
Yeah, and I think Georgia knows that, she's prepared to apologize if partner was looking for the king of clubs, and she had the king of spades instead. But she stuck, 90 imps in the match. That seems like a reasonable spot. Like, partner had even the jack of clubs, it's on a finesse.
Mhm.
So, I think it's a reasonable spot to try to get something back. So a really nice auction. And I don't know what happened in this room, but Emma's about to catch the setting trick against 2 no trump.
Yeah. They just had 4 hearts and 2 diamonds.
Oh, 4 hearts and 2 diamonds, of course, yep.
And it looks like Declara actually took a spade finesse. So. And it also looks like Declare is in a lot more trouble, right? Because Emma can play spades now. Oh no, the 8 of spades. Oh, what a card. I don't even know what happened in the spade suit, but man.
Yeah, nor do I. I was looking at the 7 diamond auction. Wow, so we have another swing going Rubenstein's way. 5 diamonds, doubled down 1 here, and in the other room, North South actually never took a call, and they sold out to 4 spades. Daniel opened a strong no trump, and Zach with a 3-0-5-5 hand. I think very sensibly passed, figuring, maybe he'd act later, but maybe he just gets to lead 5 rounds of clubs against a no trump contract.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Owen Lean effect that sometimes 3-0 is just going down in your own hand, so you don't bid.
Oh, and I think that's not just Owen, right? That's something that I think everyone knows and has done at some point in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have like ace, king, queen, 7, they open a no trump on your right, of course you pass.
All right, so
All
Tino
right, so
goes
I
down
think
2.
Declare could have played, but I think probably wasn't 100% sure her hand was high.
Yeah, we had a very scary moment the other day where Susan claimed and she was losing a trick. She had miscounted the trumps. So I think she's probably sworn off of claiming for the remainder of the match.
Yeah, it's possible that her partner strongly advised her not to make any claims. Well, unless it's like he only has trumps left and, she's seen both opponents show out.
Mm-hmm. So board 6. I mean, the margin has been cut a little bit. It's now 69.
Yep.
Nice. Club
Right.
by East.
And that's exactly why if you're Adam and Emma, you just sit there like, this pair is probably like stuck 30 before the first board comes onto the table,
Mm-hmm.
Like, just make sure you get as many of those as possible.
So club, a diamond showing 4 or more hearts. North will pass. Emma can bid 1 heart.
I think showing 3, maybe if she's allowed to bid 1 no trump, saying she likes her hand, it might have 2 or 3 hearts. Maybe that would be an okay action, but I think a heart is the down the middle thing to do.
So
And
1
I think
heart.
now South is probably going to bid 2 clubs.
Okay, usually 11 to 14, 2 to 3 hearts. Yeah, so Emma couldn't bid a no trump. I guess her alternative was to bid a spade. A no trump would have showed 18 to 19. This is a
Oh,
popular treatment we've been seeing. So Eddie bids 2 clubs. Adam bids 2 hearts. 2 hearts feels a little pessimistic on the West hand, but
it depends on how light they open, you know. I mean, obviously East West here really want to be in a heart game, and this certainly makes it hard to get there.
oh, I see. It's the issue is that Emma hasn't promised 3 hearts. Yeah, I was thinking opposite
Right.
3 card hearts, like Adam's hand maybe should invite with the stiff club, but
Right.
yeah, this is tough. Schmeebel says 2 hearts is usually 9 to 11. I mean, they didn't alert it as invitational.
Um, yeah, and if they're playing weak jump shifts, that would be normal. But yeah, then West should certainly be alerting.
So 10 of spades lead. Eddie has decided not to lead from his king queen combinations anymore.
You know, learned his lesson.
Um, winning the king of spades felt like a pretty weird play to me. Because if that 10 of spades was a singleton, like Emma's trying to rough a diamond in her hand, but now North wins this diamond switch and puts the queen of spades on the table and your ace gets roughed. So,
Yeah, it just seems a little, also just generally a little weird that, yeah, she does need to rough a diamond. And, you know, in the first three tricks, she strict out dummies, you know, both of dummies' entries to do it.
yeah.
I mean, she's still okay here if she. And she can just play a spade and immediately find out what's going on in the spade suit, and or just play a club and hope to get to dummy that way. But yeah, I think her entry management was kind of poor on this end. Like the ducking a diamond just seems like the most natural thing to do to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure. So Eddie's now kind of stuck for something to do, which maybe suggests that he shouldn't have won this trick.
I don't think he was trying to win the trick. I think he was hoping partner would overtake the queen with the king. I mean, it's
Right, but he could have put in the nine with the same effect. Emma let it out of her hand.
yeah, but he doesn't know that Susan has the king of clubs, right? Like,
But
eh,
the not but he knew that the nine was going to win the trick.
no, Emma led the jack.
Oh, I'm sorry, she led the jack from her hand. I thought she led a low one from her hand.
No, the jack was a really nice try by Emma to
Yeah.
prevent North from getting in to play a spade.
Right.
Um,
Wow, so yeah, another swing went Rubenstein's way on board five, where Susan went down two and two no trump. Uh the oh I see, it's five imps on the two boards, two no down two versus one no made in the east hand, so three imps, and then um a bizarre two imps on this deal where somehow Zach and Georgia were allowed to buy the contract in four clubs.
yeah. Um, I mean, it has to feel like a pretty great result for them since East West have this heart game,
Yeah.
but they didn't find it in this room. So,
Yeah, so they'll be disappointed to win only two.
yeah. Yeah, Brian, I don't. I think you're misevaluating the hand in West. You know, when if East doesn't have a big heart fit, then West's hand can't really invite game on
Right.
its own. It's only a 9 count with a very bad 6 card heart suit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether partner. What? Is that Adam passed?
Wait, is it weird? I didn't see what happened. The hand
Yeah,
passed
13
out.
count with
Adam
five.
had like
Adam had a
11.
13 count with five spades. 13.
Oh, Adam had 13. Dude, no, it's catching on. I think it's this hotel. Rosenberg passed a 13 count. Now Adam has passed a
Right.
13 count. It's just everyone's doing it. It's the in thing.
Yeah, I guess one thing I would like to know about the hand where they missed four hearts a couple deals ago, like, could Emma's Doubleton heart be like literally three deuce Doubleton, or when
Yes.
she has a Doubleton, is it usually a good Doubleton? Yeah,
No,
so
no, no, no,
then
no.
West,
It's
yeah, the
because
West absolutely can't bid.
the bonus is that you get to play one no trump is 18 to 19. That's the entire
Right?
bonus. So one heart shows a
Yeah,
weak no trump.
got it. Yeah, so then Adam cannot possibly do more than bid two hearts, and just like that's the price you pay for some of these methods.
Right.
The only thing I'm going to say this a lot, but there's like every system has some hands that are bad for it. They can pay off to. It doesn't mean it's a bad system. It just means that when you're constructing a system, you have to decide what holes you're willing to live with and what holes you aren't. So meanwhile, this looks like a pretty bad four hearts. Well, I guess actually, yeah, it looks like a pretty bad four hearts. I mean, it obviously has some play, but you need everything to go right in the majors as well as something to go right in clubs. You have two diamond losers in a club guaranteed, so you can't afford to lose a spade or a heart.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this looks like a bit of an overbid on the East West cards. I mean, Adam might have been thinking the opponents could have something on this hand, and he was trying to preempt. They did miss their spade fit. How is four spades, by the way?
I'm sorry. I had a client just text me with a question, so I wasn't looking at this deal.
That's fine. It
How is
looks
four
like four spades is
spades?
down one. It looks like there's only nine tricks in spades, north south. So four hearts might still be a good save.
Yeah, it's sort of, effectively a part score deal that they're going to go minus 50 on, so not a huge deal.
Yeah, one club, one heart, one spade, two hearts, three hearts, four hearts. Sure. I mean, that is an auction that could have happened on that hand. It does feel like methods wise, they just couldn't get there with what they were doing. Um, but that doesn't mean that like just because the methods don't work on one specific hand that the methods are bad.
I mean, in fact, like when you construct methods, there's going to be specific hands that they don't work on. You just try to make sure that there aren't that many, and the ones that fit into that category aren't super important.
Yeah.
You know, like, when you and I played the super light opening style, we just accepted that we were going to miss all of our 24-point games and some 25-point games. Those hands, they're sad when they come up. It's not that big a deal, measured against your sort of a priori equity. So you just accept that sometimes you're gonna have a bad run of those.
Mm-hmm.
The compensation for it is you do really well on all your part score deals, and there's a lot more part score deals than there are 24-point games.
Right. Yeah.
I guess I was wrong since this is going down two, but nonetheless, still just not a big deal. 100 points on vulnerable on a part score deal. Maybe your opponents do find a way to go plus in whatever their strain was.
Yeah, Susan found the right switch. She switched to the King of Clubs and got her club rough, in fact.
Yep.
Um, well, looks like Adam did great in the other room. Given that East West got to 3 no trump on their 23 highs on that hand he passed out, and 3 no trump got doubled, and then ended up going down a trick.
Okay, sorry. You have my full attention once more.
No, it's all good. Um,
Wow. So, yeah, all of a sudden it's a 59 imp match, which, yeah, obviously is still not great if you're the Rubenstein team, but, like 59 imps is certainly something they can overcome with, three full segments and some of a set that's going badly for the Zhang team in progress.
right, right. Well, Susan has opened a no trump on this one. Um, Stamen doesn't find the heart fit. 3 now. I mean, Eddie realizes with 10 he just has to put partner in game because they'll be there at the other table. But he might not be too hopeful about partner's chances given the way the set's gone. Emma
No,
on
obviously,
lead.
yeah, it is 10, but it's not it's not a particularly trick heavy 10, right? Like he has to really hope that those little minor suit pieces fit something good in partner's hand.
Yeah, so what is Emma
You know,
going to lead? A diamond or a club?
I would lead a diamond. I feel like ace 10 fourth is usually a pretty bad lead, but queen of hearts is also possible.
Eddie showed 4 hearts.
Yeah, but
You still
North
think
denied
Queen
them.
of
I don't know.
Hearts?
I mean, North denied hearts. Even if they're 4 3 around, it's the very least safe.
Mm-hmm.
Like I guess that he could have ace king 10, but then declare him. Maybe this declare wouldn't pick them up, but it's. I don't think there's ever a layout where I guess ace, yeah, honor 10 fourth of hearts in Eddie's hand would be really bad. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a diamond is normal.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's not going to work out great here. So Declare is going to have 3 spades with the help of the spade finesse, 2 hearts, 3 diamonds, and 2 clubs. That sounds like 10 tricks to me.
Yeah, so she has leeway to do something subpar and still have a trick in reserve.
Right, and the hearts split. The spades don't split, but the hearts do. Um, so
Right. Yeah, like for me, I don't know how you feel about it, but like ace 10 fifth is a lead I really like. Ace 10 fourth is a lead I really hate.
I guess generally leading away from aces against no trump uh, doesn't work out all that frequently. But 5 card suits, of course, right? Like,
Right.
especially at teams.
Right, like that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it because of the ace. I'm doing it because of the 5 bagger.
Yeah. So Susan has gone about ducking a heart, which is going to work out just fine for her. I think she might have been better off just like counting her tricks, because if the hearts don't set up, she would definitely want to be playing on the spade suit, and I think that would have been a more productive way to start the play.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little tough because you could start clubs to get an entry to dummy, but then the opponents might be able to win and play one back, and you haven't set up your tricks yet.
Yeah, but something like low diamond would have been okay. Set up the extra diamond trick while we're, you know, trying to set up some tricks, and then work on the
I
spade
mean, if
suit.
you could also just go up with a jack of diamonds, right? If it gets covered, so be it.
Oh, but then we only have 2 diamond tricks, right? Like the diamond running around to
Oh
the
yeah,
queen
right,
was
right.
necessary.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Well, Susan has seemed to have managed. She won that queen of clubs, got her entry to dummy, took a spade finesse, it
Yeah.
worked. She played a spade to the jack. I think this is one of the very specific spade holdings that I would say, like, it's fine to not play a spade to the queen, but in general, if you want a default rule, like, play your highest honor. It's much more likely to force or to get the opponents to actually cover. Um,
Agreed. Yeah, so now she's seen the good news in the heart suit. She'll catch the last one since this is her probably last opportunity. Go pitch a diamond, play a club, and that'll be that.
yep. Yeah, she can set up the club. She might like test the spades first, which would be, I suppose, technically inferior, but wouldn't cost. All right, club to the king.
Okay, so I mean, this was all in all kind of an easy hand, but I think this will be a nice feeling for North to, to have gotten back on track a little bit after a rough patch.
Yeah, for sure. And
Yeah, there was some
likely to
work
be a
to do.
push.
Like, yeah, it wasn't that hard a hand, but she definitely had some work to do. She wasn't just catching her nine top tricks and then conceding.
Well, I will pull up board 8 from the other room because Georgia opened a no trump and no one else took a call. I mean, pretty sensibly so. Note how Corbell, despite let's call it 11 high card points over there, even though it doesn't look like much, doesn't take action, even non vulnerable, especially opposite a passed hand playing precision. But the other room got to 4 hearts. Like, if East West in the room that we were watching, if
Yeah.
Adam and Emma were able to put the brakes on a little bit, they might have had a swing their direction.
Yeah, no, it's like obviously the hand wouldn't have qualified for it, but this is exactly why people play penalty doubles of alleged strong no trumps. Like, Georgia's got a nice 14 count. This isn't really a 15 to 17 no trump, right? It's.
Right. Yeah.
But everyone does it because you're opening every 11 count, and you just need to be able to. It's not even a matter of punishing them. You just need to be able to show your hand.
Mm-hmm. The alleged strong no trump. Yeah, that's a good voice line.
Yeah. Yeah, so notice the difference of opinion on the pass out board where at this table it was passed out and at the other table they got to um they got to three no trump with West taking action over partner's invite.
Yeah.
And here, you know, Adam didn't even open it.
Right. Well, we have the Bridgemaster Heart suit here. I don't think North South are going to end up in a no trump contract, but this is the heart suit where you lead a low heart, and when West plays low, you put in the 10 um,
Right.
to pick up the suit. Club, a heart, a spade. So North should bid a spade game. There she goes. 4 spades.
Yep. So how is Declarer doing here? I guess he has to pick up the trumps to make his game, and I think he should, right? Is the technical play.
I wonder if Declarer is going to try and cross ref because it's not just pick up the trumps, he has to do something about all these clubs in his hand. And the spade
Yeah.
spots are kind of actually a pretty good reason to play on cross ref lines.
So if you're going to do that, what's your plan? Do you just win this and play club a trick two?
Yeah, I think we just play a club. We're going to need to get
And
at
I guess
least
that
one
seems,
club
yeah.
rough.
Right. I guess that seems like a pretty automatic start. One way or another, whether it's by roughs or just by setting them up, we need the clubs.
Like, we could do something else. We could try and rough the heart suit good. So Declare could have roughed a heart to his hand and then led a low spade up towards the queen 10 and hope to guess it. That would have also worked fine, I think. But I like playing on clubs. Like, especially on this layout, when West is the one who's short in clubs, we might not even have to guess the spades at all.
Right. Yeah. Make sure to catch four red suit winners and then hope to take six trump tricks. That's 10.
Yeah.
I
I
mean, I think we might still have to guess the trumps late in the hand to make sure that we actually can do everything. Like once we've roughed the clubs good, and then rough some hearts, like we're going to have ace and one trump opposite queen and one trump presumably, and not be done.
Oh no, I think we're basically done because we're gonna pitch a club on the king of hearts. We're gonna rough a diamond low. We're gonna rough a heart low. We're gonna rough a club as West shows out. We're gonna rough a heart with the eight of spades, and I see. So I guess East can
Yeah,
pitch a
like
club.
we're not quite there yet.
Yeah, East can pitch a club on the fourth heart. So if Declare times the play well, he'll be able to rough the fourth club before East can pitch, and then there's no guess. If Declare doesn't time the play well, then he might have to guess the trumps in an end position where Dummy has Queen 10 of spades and a heart, and Declare has Ace 9 of spades and a club.
Right. Yeah, that's the ending I was thinking of, where you have to then, sort of figure out who to finesse for the king and jack of spades.
Yeah. I think Declare will get that end position right if he reaches it. Because I think, for one thing, Adam might switch to a trump here if he had king third. And two, Adam might over rough at some point, or rough in with the spade king and switch to trumps. So the fact that Adam is doing neither of those things throughout the play might make it more likely that Emma has the king of spades. The other table, bid and made 4 spades. They took 11 tricks, in fact. That feels like a lot of tricks. Oh, they get a diamond lead. So that allowed Declare to pitch a loser on the ace of diamonds. Yeah, Zach made short work of the hand from there. He played along cross rough lines, but he was able to just pitch one of his club losers early. So...
yeah, so if they do manage to put Declare in a position where he can go down, and he does, this smash is all of a sudden going to be, I wouldn't say like close, but a real match. That's at that point it would be, 50 imps with 50 boards to go with exactly 50 boards to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Adam does kind of correctly work out that what he needs to do is give Declare a spade guess.
So let's see if Emma is up to, or Emma needs to play low here, I think.
Yeah, playing low is important.
The more she thinks, I think the more obvious it is she has King Doubleton, or at least the king.
Yeah, now how bad is it if the defense just pulls a bunch of trumps? So Declare will continue another club. Adam wins, and he plays a second trump. Declare can run this around to his 9.
Well, oh yeah, because he wants to be in hand for club play.
So it looks like 10 tricks now. Adam's going to get his jack of spades. Or Emma's going to get her king of clubs, but Declare... Wait, he didn't win the 9?
I mean, I guess he's planning to play on hearts, but that just feels like he forgot to.
I mean, we had a claim by winning the 9 of spades. Now, don't we need the hearts to split? I guess not. No, we do. We do need the hearts to split. Wow.
So has he really bollocked himself up? That can he play a dime to the ace and rough a club? Oh.
No, he can't. He can't. He can't play on clubs anymore. He just has to play on hearts.
Can't play on clubs anymore.
Oh, but this is 11 tricks, right? We can rough.
Yeah, I think he's still got 10 tricks, right?
Rough
king
a
of
heart.
hearts, rough a heart. I mean, king ace of diamonds, rough a diamond, play another heart. I think he's fine. Although he's really, I'm not sure. Oh, you know what? I think he's okay in a different way. He can draw the last trump and play king of hearts heart.
Yes, but that's only if the hearts are 4-3, right?
No, because the 9 of hearts just popped up.
Oh, well, that's okay. That's fine. Um,
Yes, if Emma had played low there, you know, Declare might have had more to think about. But here, if
I,
he
I
has
mean, at this point,
remembered everything that's happened to this point, he's
I,
fine.
I think it's just gonna be 11 tricks. It's gonna go heart to the king or diamond to the king, heart ruff, club ruff, queen of
Oh,
spades,
it's called
pulling the
last
last
round. Yeah,
trump. The hearts are all
yeah,
high.
that's you.
Is there any risk we play a heart low ruff over ruff, and now Adam plays a club
If he
and we
has one.
rough and Emma shows out and
Now we probably need to find the Queen of Diamonds with East.
yeah, okay. So like there's a little bit of risk if this 8 of hearts. Oh,
Yeah, so he is just going with the knock out the heart and claim 10 tricks plan.
wow. This feels hyper conservative, but I guess Eddie's just trying to stem the bleeding in this set.
Yeah.
All right, so one
And
more imp to
Eddie's
Rubenstein.
Eddie's a very good player, but as declared, he's not a Michael Rosenberg or a Gare Halgamo. If it's a really complicated hand where you have to read everything perfectly and time everything, just take the 10 tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still, said continuing to go the same direction, even if, that was a minor example of it.
Yeah, now this hand could get real spicy real fast. So club. Okay, Adam decides to double. We'll see a heart from Susan. Pass from Emma. How bad are East West going to do in a diamond contract?
Uh, so interesting. Um, I think Adam had a choice of ways to go. He can double and bid diamonds, or he can bid diamonds and double. I think given that he has a really powerful hand in high cards, he's taken the first approach.
Right, right. Yeah, with the 17
Yeah,
count.
it's pretty bad. I mean, they've got part roughs. The spades, your spots are so bad, you always lose two of those, and there's nowhere to put them. And I think 8 tricks looks to me to be the limit.
Yeah, I think so because I mean, North South can always score 2 hearts, a heart ruff, and 2 spades in a
Yeah.
diamond contract. Now, the other room did not go so well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they got there. North has a perfectly nice hand, but, an invite at best. South obviously has a minimum opening that hasn't gotten any better in this auction. So, someone must have taken a really aggressive view.
Yeah, it was. I feel like Zach is taking it upon himself to try and win the match, and which has unfortunately caused a couple of adverse swings their way. Like Rubenstein could have been pretty close to getting back in it if it wasn't for that 4 spade doubled earlier in the set on
Mhm.
board 2, as well as this 5 clubs doubled from the other room. Like Zach's decisions are understandable, but see, when I pull it up, or if you took a look, you'll be like, no, you can't bid in front of partner. You always yell about this. Can't bid in front of partner in these auctions. East West were in
Yeah.
4 hearts.
Let's see. So a club, double, redouble, fine. A heart, pass, whatever. 3 hearts, pass, 4 hearts. 4 spades, if you're going to do that, probably you should have been 1 spade over 1 heart. But again, your partner redoubled, you want to give her some room when you have a good hand. Uh, yeah, I mean, I don't like 4 spades, but I think this auction just came up badly in a really weird, unexpected way.
I wonder how Four Hearts was doing, actually. There are no spade losers because diamonds are 3-3.
Uh, yeah, we can click the button. Four Hearts makes by south, but not north. Interesting. My package is here. I'm going to go pick this up. Oh, because you need a club rough, I guess. I'll be back in a moment. But wait, why can't it go diamond, diamond, diamond rough, club rough? Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong way around.
Yeah.
Um, oh, four tricks. No, East West can make nine tricks in hearts, according to the double dummy solver.
Yeah, I'm not that surprised. Oh,
Back in a
there's
moment.
there's a thing here. I see. I
Yeah, the
didn't realize
DDS
that this
button
has a
gives
thing.
you the yeah, that button gives the equivalent of the deep finesse table.
I see. I see. Okay. It's only day 17 of the month. We're still learning new things about the site. Looks like Declare has made 9 tricks and 3 diamonds, so that's a little bit of a save for the Rubenstein team here to go with the minus 500 in the other room. How did this happen? I was not paying attention. I guess there was no heart rough. Is that the idea? I just kind of expected Susan to go Ace King of Hearts Heart, which would have made things very simple, but I imagine that's not what happened. All right, I'm focused. I'm focused. So 9 imps go back the way of Zhang. They've almost hit 200. Hey, Koopa. Adam opens a spade. This is the second time Susan's had a spade bid on her right when she has a natural spade bid herself. So she'll pass. I think Emma's going to pass. I wonder if South will end up declaring 2 spades. Any votes for the auction 1 spade, pass, pass, 2 spades, all pass? I will have you know I have seen that auction before. Someone held, I think it was like Ace, Queen, Jack, 9, 7th of spades, the major suit opener. And their partner bid Michaels, and they were just like, well, this has to be the best spot. So they passed. Yeah, I was thinking
Back,
Eddie would balance 2
at the end of
hearts.
that.
What?
I said I'm back, but I just came out on the end of that, so I missed.
Oh, it's just a funny Michaels thing. So Eddie bids 2 hearts. I think he's done with letting partner declare or showing his 2 suitors in a non-natural way. 3 diamonds by Adam. I guess he like has a free psych in this auction, right? His partner passed over spade. Yeah, obviously Susan could have bid, could have doubled 3 diamonds. Maybe that would have worked out better.
What's going on here? So spade, pass, pass, 2 hearts again. Kind of conservative that he didn't want to bid Michaels. 3 diamonds, 3 no trump. Of course, telling her partner that he has let her down by not doubling a spade. Yeah, double
well,
3 diamonds seems pretty appealing to me.
Yeah, I mean, certainly doubling 3 diamonds would have been pretty appealing to a lot of people. But on the spade lead, there's just 9 top tricks, 4 hearts, 3 clubs, and 2 spades now. Oh
Yeah,
my god. How did this happen?
Wow. And I think, one reason to double three diamonds also is it gives your partner a little room when you don't have a game, which is very possible with this kind of misfit.
Right.
Like you have, a 14 count of high cards, partner's allowed to be light, he's a balancing seat. Your high cards are fitting badly, so double protects against that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you get 500 when you could have made a game, it just doesn't matter. And if you get 300 when your side could make a game, it's a gigantic win.
Yeah, that's one of the big things, right? Like 500 versus 600 at Imps, not such a big deal. 800 versus 600 at Imps, not such a big deal. But like 500 against minus 50 or minus 100, that's
Right.
a huge plus position.
Yeah, or even if it's down two, but your alternative was to bid a game that goes down, that's 8 imps. That's a sizable number.
Yeah. Uh. Uh.
This is fine, but
No, sorry. I'm looking in the other room. I mean, this just.
oh, it seems. I mean, I don't know, but 800 feels like a relatively small penalty under the circumstances.
Well, Declare should have gotten out for 500, but
Really?
yeah, the defense really didn't go very well. And then Sylvia, I guess, just like, I don't know, either didn't believe what was going on or just decided that 800 was fine, or maybe she like lost her composure given that she was in three spades doubled and trumps were 6-0. But one of those things probably happened. All right, Queen of Clubs is a trick, and the Nine of Clubs is also, in fact, a trick if Declare exits that Eight of Hearts.
Right.
So this
Yeah, I
will be
wonder, yeah.
11 tricks. Nicely played.
Yeah, so that 800 in the end, not that costly, but of course, um, had they managed to get it 11, it would be 10 imps out of nowhere, I think, right? 11 versus 660.
Yeah,
Nine
well,
imps.
11 was impossible. That was just not a
Oh,
possible result. But it was 5 or 8, and Declare had some real opportunities to get out for 500. All right, 3 boards to go. But the match is now 68 imps in favor of Zhang. So Rubinstein's done an okay job this set, but it's still really far from being enough. And of course, this is
another
with
pretty,
their sponsor out.
yeah, another pretty exciting one here where East West have a playable spade game, although that diamond break is going to hurt, and North South have a lot of tricks in a club contract.
Are they playing tomorrow as well?
Nope. Well, and the seniors might, but this is the last day of the mixed.
No, the tomorrow is a break day, so that's why I have this stream. I'm sorry, I just updated my title, so now you can see that we have an AMA tomorrow about stuff.
Oh, nice.
Um,
Oh, what time are you doing that? I'll
3:30
I'll tune in.
p.m.
I am setting a calendar appointment right now.
Cool. Yeah, so we will be doing that tomorrow during the break day, and then the seniors will start on Sunday. Usual start time. And I think the seniors and women's are going to overlap, if I'm not mistaken. So the women's will be starting up like towards the end of the seniors event because there are fewer teams.
I think that's right. So I saw on the calendar that the entire USBF ends, I think, on the 26th. So that would make sense because there's not enough time to have two full events between now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the women's, I haven't checked. Is there a fourth team yet, or?
I think there's only 3, so I'm not sure.
Well, there were 3, but they were leaving registration open just in case.
Okay. Then I don't know if they've added some. Well,
Yeah, just, because obviously it runs much better with 4 than 3.
yes. Yeah, I still have no idea what the format is for only 3 teams.
Yeah, nor do I.
Well, no Trump is not going to present Declare much trouble here, even if he misguesses the clubs. Is that true? Never mind. He needs to guess the clubs, but I suspect he will do so given the one heart overcall. As in, I don't think he's playing Emma for the club queen. um,
I mean, by the way, notice how much room Adam gave his partner here.
for the one heart bid. I mean, what are we supposed to do with Adam's hand? Bid two no, double
One
one
no to
no.
double.
Yeah, we could double one no, I suppose.
And we do have 14 points, and partner made a vulnerable overcall, even if it was at the one level.
That's true.
You know, in theory, we know 100%, and he's right that we have more than half the deck in high cards.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we have exactly half the deck in high cards, but, close enough. If he guesses this wrong, I suspect the defense are going to take this and the following 6 tricks.
Yeah. But he does guess it correctly. So now Declare can claim. He has 8 tricks, 3 more clubs, and 2 hearts. I mean, Emma would have run from a no Trump doubled. So.
Well, of course, it's just, it just looks like a really, really big position to me to, just to go quietly.
Pass a no Trump, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe he thought, he may have just had a strong suspicion that Emma was the one who was screwing around and figured if they can go plus, great. And if she really was, then they have no home anyway. That's possible.
Mm-hmm. It does seem pretty likely, especially given his 6-card diamond suit, that his partner's just bidding on diamond shortness, possibly a void.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah, obviously if we think that we have no plus anywhere, not turning 100 a trick into 200 just isn't a huge deal.
Mm-hmm.
But man, playing with Eddie Wold, you double that.
Yeah. All right.
So feels like a pretty nice result for North-South here. Maybe East-West wander into a penalty in the other room, East preempts and, somehow they just trap themselves. But I think 120, you're pretty happy here, Eddie Wold.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 2 boards to go.
I think it's actually East-West, even if they do end up languishing in 2 hearts, you find they've just got so many tricks.
Maybe Emma can run to 2 diamonds. Are we trying to come up with auctions where partner will pass our artificial bid? Because I think you might have found one.
All right, so what's happening on this deal? So, yeah, and I think we saw a similar hand where either Eddie or Janice did not open a no Trump, but I think, whether or not he would with Janice, it's clearly the right action playing with Susan.
Mm-hmm. So 1 no, strong. Adam decides to pass.
Yeah, maybe he could double to show a 4-card major, long or minor, but he doesn't really have much of a hand.
Right, an opposite a passed hand partner, you're not making game. So.
Right. Although that kind of goes both ways, though, because opposite passed hand partner, you never get buried.
Yep.
I don't think it's right to double here, but it is more attractive after the pass, even though very often these positions is less attractive.
Mm-hmm. So 2 clubs Stamen, double. Eddie bids 2 hearts. Susan presumably bids 2 no.
Yeah, so obviously with an expert, this 2 hearts would show a club stopper. It is possible this North is not aware of that, common agreement.
I wonder if Eddie's going to bid 4 spades here. I mean, it's only 15, but somehow his hand has gotten a little bit better.
Um, I yeah, I'm like also like North Stamen is extremely aggressive, non-vulnerable with a weak spade suit and an 8 count. So I think Eddie's entitled to hope for a little more from his partner.
Right. Like if he didn't want to bid four spades, he would just pull two no to three spades.
Right.
Probably. I don't know. Two no wasn't alerted. Um,
I had to guarantee a spade suit, right?
yeah.
I mean, he didn't have to, but virtually no one plays this as their invitational sequence anymore.
Mm-hmm. So
And
club
look,
10
this
jack.
he's gonna think he has a decent chance here, right? Like all he needs now is the club finesse.
He knows that's off.
Oh, because of the double. I'm sorry, you're right. I didn't see that. Well, sorry, I did see it, but I forgot about it already. um,
Man, heart to the jack looks like a
Actually,
really
yeah. I
scary
mean, if he can get
play.
his, if he can get dummies diamonds away, though, like this doesn't have good play, but it has play.
Shouldn't we have just gone ace and a spade? I don't know. Was that not the play?
I don't know.
Like we're risking a club rough, which I think is a little bit
Maybe
worrisome.
maybe just has to hope that whatever round two rough is out there is going to be with a long trump holding, and it doesn't actually cost anything.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. But like we could have just made if like spades were 3-2 and hearts were 3-3. I mean, I guess yeah. Like I would be worried about East having the ace of hearts in this position, but maybe you're right. The rough from West is likely to come with Trump link. Wow, Adam finds the heart continuation. Holy cow!
I mean, I'm not sure this is good for his side. Oh, because now it goes club rough heart. Yep,
Yeah.
right.
All right. So this is gonna be down two pretty quickly. Club rough, heart rough, club promoting another Trump trick. I don't know what Emma's thinking about. What?
This is really strange.
Oh my god.
I
Oh
mean,
no.
maybe she read the eight of hearts as high.
Yeah, Eddie
Eddie's
played
a
the
false card
nine.
there.
Eddie played the nine.
Yeah,
If she
he
was like paying
right.
careful attention to that four of hearts, she's like, that hasn't been played yet. Partner must have it.
Yeah.
Oh
I mean,
no.
that must be what happened. But my God, what a catastrophe!
Yikes.
All right, and you always harp on the importance of declarers, mandatory false cards. Like now we see why.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, just playing good technique, like play all these spot cards that confuse the opponent's signals, and sometimes it just works.
Yeah.
Well, that was not the board that Rubenstein needed. I do want to hold on. Once the set's over, I want to highlight just like the massive contrast between both rooms. Like there, one room's in Grand Slam, the other's in game. One room's in game doubled, the other room's in a part
Yeah.
score. One room's in one no trump, the other room's in four spades doubled. Like this is the scorecard that we have. Um, all right, last board of the set. A club, a spade, no four card major, two no trump by Adam, 18. So Emma will bump to 3 no. And I guess as
Yeah. So
Susan, we
how is
probably lead a heart.
Yeah, I would think. And
So
that's
Declare is
certainly
going to have
gonna.
three hearts, two diamonds, two clubs with the finesse, and a spade. Man, this is not a good contract, is it?
I'm thinking like you can maybe. I guess you can't even end play north because south has the king of diamonds. Like double dummy, maybe you can do it. Like, play on diamonds early, clear them, and then eventually play 4 rounds of hearts to throw north in after guessing the spade right on the first round of the suit. I think in real
Well,
life,
there's no
that's pretty
spade
tough.
guess, right? Since we're throwing north in, we need north to have the spade ace.
Right, right, right.
All right, what's Declare actually going to do? Because like, is it reasonable to somehow throw north in? Um,
I To me, the natural line of play looks like go up with a jack and play 3 rounds of clubs.
I mean, probably two rounds of clubs, right? Like club to the queen, club.
Oh yeah, right, right. But yes, start clubs and then eventually what?
What?
I wonder if the nine is not the system card or something.
Okay, hold on. I mean, like, this could
I mean, that's
potentially.
like if you're playing a robot where they never have the queen there, sure, go up with the king, but ew.
I'm gonna look at their convention card just to see what the nine is from. Opening leads. Rusino. So, like, the 9 could have been from 10, 9, 8, 5th, right? Like, that's possible. And then
I
Adam would look like a
mean,
genius because he didn't stick in the jacket trick one.
man, it just feels like such a big play.
It does. And, like, the only thing he really loses out on, because he can still lead a low heart to the jack to set up his second heart trick, is the throw in possibility. So,
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I don't like it. I think that the throw in is a real thing that can happen. But, Adam's playing for like a pretty simple down the middle thing. Like, I'm going to take my three hearts, hopefully clubs split with the king on side, and then I can just count my nine tricks: three hearts, three clubs, two diamonds, and a spade. It does feel like we lose tempo though, right? Because if we have to now spend a tempo setting up the Jack of Hearts and spend a tempo knocking out the Diamond King, then the opponents might be able to set up spades, for example.
Yeah, so after all that, with Yang getting some imps back, it's only a 15 imp quarter. After it was just a slaughter through the first half dozen boards.
Right. That's really not what Rubenstein needs. And it's going to be way harder. Rubenstein still has to play one segment. He'll probably be in for the sixth. But Susan is out for the rest of the match. She's already played her 4 sets.
Yeah, so that's obviously a great position to be in. 70 imps up you know, with the other team presumably spotting you approximately 25 in that set.
Right. Well, spade to the king. So even if North ducks this, the contract is still going to go down. But North wins the ace. She can exit a heart, for example. Ooh, exits the spade, cutting communication immediately. Well, now Declare is in some real trouble. What imp per board margin needed before concession? I don't think teams are going to concede in the finals, no matter what the margin is. I mean, I guess I've seen it before. If it's like really large, like over 6 imps a board.
Yeah, I would say like 100 with one segment to go. Probably more than that, definitely. Less than that, probably you just play on for appearances.
Yeah. I mean, we saw, where was it? I think it was the Rubenstein Millens match in the semifinals, um, where Rubenstein picked up 83 imps and 15 boards. They won the segment 86-3 or something like that. So it's definitely possible to make it up in 15 boards.
Yeah, I mean I think that's the biggest quarter I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
So, in 30 years of playing bridge. Like the biggest one I know about in late rounds, Winkel to Vanderbilt is around 72, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and as ATN points out, no one has ever won from conceding the match. That doesn't mean they can't still try. All right, what's happening in the other room? They're also in 3 no trump. And how is West doing here?
Let's see. So they have one, two, three, 4 tricks left. And is South? I guess South is now at risk of getting end played in clubs, right?
Yeah, so Declare can make this from here. It could go heart exit. Declare can win the ace, unblock the club ace, heart to the king, and at this point she'll have like effectively a complete count on the hand. South will get strip squeezed on the second heart, so Zach will have to pitch his spade winner that he's been holding on to, and then a club exit will throw Zach in. And Declare knows about the Diamond King. She's already taken a Diamond Finesse earlier in the play. I think Sylvia is going to wrap 3 no trump here.
Yeah, and that's actually, I think, a real possible line of play because you play Ace of Hearts, Heart to the King. If they, Ace of Hearts, Ace of Clubs, Heart to the King. If they split, you still got the Ace of Diamonds entry to cash the last heart for your ninth trick.
Right.
So you actually can do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think she should make this.
Yeah, Olivier asked about the 4 spade hand where Emma switched to the Jack of Diamonds. You could ask about who has the 10 of Hearts. I mean, that's also, a thing to ask, right? Is who has that 10 of Hearts. If Eddie had King, Queen, 10 of Hearts, he wouldn't have needed to play on Hearts originally. So it does kind of sound like partner must have the 10. Otherwise, why would Declare be, roughing Hearts before pulling trumps? So she could work that out. The unusual thing, I think, on the hand was that Emma decided to play Eddie for stiff ace of clubs, which could be in his hand. Like, that's definitely a no trump opener, but it's not like the first instinct. Your first instinct should be the no trump opener looks like 4-4-3-2 or 5-4-2-2 or something, not that someone has a singleton ace.
Yeah.
So will Georgia find the diamond exit? Because the diamond exit's necessary, right? In this position, she doesn't. As I say that, she doesn't.
Yes, you got partner off that end play.
Yeah. So Queen of Hearts. Now the spotlight shifts to Declare, who needs to find this plan. And I think if you see the plan and she sees it, it looks very natural, right? As you say, you'll find out whether or not the clubs or hearts have split, so you'll know if you need the end play or not. And there it is, ace of clubs, North pitches a diamond. Now a heart over to the king, and Zach does get squeezed. He pitches a diamond. That's a good play. Declare should know that South has the 10 of spades left and the 9 of clubs. If she's been paying attention, Georgia would have cashed the 10 of spades if she had it earlier. So,
Right.
Now she needs to just play a diamond to the ace. But this is the most testing defense from Zach. The dodgeball reference, Koopa.
Oh, she did not draw that
Oh!
or fortunately for Rubenstein partisans.
Oh, man. The misguess. Well done by Zach to give Declare a problem. These end positions where Declare doesn't have like an absolute count on the hand and it's like an implied count based on the way that the defense has gone. You kind of just pick something, and this is where guesses actually occur, especially in high-level bridge. So, Sylvia knew that Zach was squeezed in some way, but she didn't know the exact layout. Like, maybe Georgia was worried that cashing the 10 of spades would have squeezed her partner, so she decided not to cash the 10 of spades earlier. Anyway, Sylvia missed guesses, and as you say, that's going to be huge for Rubenstein, even though they only pick up 15 imps this segment. It's their first win, their first winning set.
And 73 with 45 to go, and as you say, the sponsor's still having a set to play is going to be tough. Like, it felt like this segment was their opportunity to get back into this match.
Right.
Like, it's 76 now, and this could easily be a 30-imp match of not even playing perfectly, just, avoiding catastrophes on a few boards.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that would have felt a lot better. Now, of course, Zhang, most of their segment wins have not been that large, but that third set yesterday is where they picked up 56, and that's not quite the margin of the match, but that if Rubenstein could have a set like that, where just a couple of slam swings go their way, I think it was, some of these boards where there were slams that went one direction or another. Last board of the set as well. No one can see. Hold on. 6 spades down 1 versus 4 spades making 11 tricks. That's kind of the difference maker.
The Zhang team, sponsor aside, basically, even the precision pair, they're kind of grinders, right? So it's tough to get 76 imps or 73 imps back against a team that's not doing a lot of swingy stuff. Like, the Shi Corporal system is swingy, but like as players, I don't think of them as super swingy, especially Daniel. Like, Sylvia a little more so, but like I don't think of Daniel as a tremendous action player. I think of him more as a, sit in your chair and collectives kind of guy.
Yeah, he's not an operator. There are some positions that I think he gets a read on and he just, feels it and makes some sort of weird action that generally tends to work. He's pretty good about it, but for the most part, he's not like a Zach Grossack. He won't generate
that's what I mean.
positions on every hand. So, yeah, as you say, it's a lot harder against the teams where, like, these segments are 28 to 25, 23 to 31. Like, yes, it might be possible to neutralize some of the opponent's imps, but if you're only scoring 20 per segment, it's much harder to make back up 70 as a deficit than it would be if these segments were like 45 to 48 or something like that.
Maybe like a Michael Rosenberg is a good analogy, like someone who most of the time just like sits there and does good normal things, and then like a couple of times a set, he really surprises you, and now you just have no idea where you're at on any hands.
Mm-hmm.
Where like the Grosacks, you just know they're operating at every board, which is tough in its own way, but like, it's just a very different style of play.
Right.
So anyway, what's going on for the next segment?
Just me, I guess. I assume you're running off to do some
I'll
work.
stick around. No, I mean, I've been multitasking a little bit, but the only project I have at the moment is end of next week, so I'm happy to hang around.
Oh, cool. Well,
So,
we will find someone to kibitz. And
yeah. Meanwhile, if you want some hands from the alt while we've got a break for you and the kibitzers, I can accommodate that.
sure, we could take a look. I was going to, yeah, I mean, if you have a thing, you can link me or whatever. Um,
I was just gonna like give you a couple of bidding problems rather than pull up hands.
type it in the chat so that people can at least see.
Yeah, let me find some. Let's see. Maybe it was the previous day that I was looking for.
And I will copy paste it
Um,
into YouTube chat in case anyone wants to see what we're discussing. Anyway, this was kind of the card that I wanted to like pull up. So like some of the boards we have, the same type of contract. Um, like four spades doubled versus four hearts, whatever. But like there's just one table's in a grand slam, the other one is in a game. Then we have like, game and game, fine, part score, fine. Game. So it's all the culprits were in the pro room. Georgia and Zach against Sylvia and Dan, like they're in Grand Slam, three no trump. But then the other direction, they're in game doubled versus a pass out. Um, I guess there was one where they got a little bit overboard in the room we were watching, four hearts versus one no trump. But like five clubs doubled versus three diamonds, part score. Four spades doubled versus one no trump. Like, this is
yeah.
so insanely swingy, this set.
So I just sent the first one into the chat.
All right. I have copied it. Please discuss chat. All right. What am I looking at? So we have white versus red at imps. We have nothing. Okay.
Euro.
Um, partner opens a no trump and right hand opponent passes. Okay. So presumably we transfer to spades.
So you can if you want to.
I mean, is the theory that if we pass a no trump, it's more likely to pass out, and if we transfer to spades, they might back in? I don't know.
Yeah, well, but here's what happened. I thought this was really interesting. So, a really great French player, we were playing against French world champions. Um, the player who held his hand did pass a no trump and won 12 imps. So, one no went down three. But at the other table, someone had to take out double of spades, and the other person had an easy pass, and it was 800.
Yeah,
I thought it was really like never really considered that kind of thing, and I thought that was you know interesting and kind of worth adding to your arsenal at least once in a while.
yeah. I mean, you can certainly pass. I think it's the bigger question is like the opponents have a game, so how can I convince them not to play in the game? I guess I just figured two spades might have been preemptive, but
Well, the French players, one no is like 15 to 17 and never 14.99. So like the opponents usually don't have a game.
hmm. I mean, I still think
I mean,
they
they
have a
either do or they
game.
don't, but yeah, I mean, like you kind of suspect it when you have a zero count, but I think that does change the odds a little bit.
Yeah.
So, all right, here's another one. This was, a higher level decision than passing one no Trump. Just get this in here. So you have that hand, and the opponent's pass throughout.
One heart, two clubs, two diamonds, two hearts, right? Is that what happened?
Yeah, two clubs like It's not quite as two plus as some of the players in this match, but you don't want to take it too seriously as far as clubs goes either.
Fine. So we have 18 and oh, two diamonds. It's not two hearts. It's two now. Can I edit my thing? Oh my god. YouTube,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, you open a heart and rebid your diamonds. Partner responds in clubs and bids no trump.
There. That's better. Um right, so we have 18. I mean,
Yep.
I don't really understand the problem. Like, so if we bid three diamonds and partner bids three now, and then we bid four clubs, or we bid four now at that point, like we've kind of showed our hand. Uh, like we could just bid four now over two now, but I don't see any reason not to show the fifth diamond, so I'm gonna bid three diamonds. I'm not sure why this is a
Partner
problem.
bids. Yeah, so I did bid four no trump here. If you bid three diamonds, partner bids four diamonds.
Okay, I'm happy. I assume that like the plan is to like bid key card or something like that.
Four hearts would be key card, yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, so partner is going to show two without.
Okay, so we're off a
So
key
presumably
card.
that,
So I
yeah, so
guess
presumably that way to put in six diamonds.
yeah, I'll bid six diamonds.
Yeah, so I just bid four no trump. Six diamonds is where you want to be. I thought in retrospect, four no trump was probably a pretty stupid bid, and I'm glad to have you confirm it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we
So
have five diamonds. You know.
yeah, so we won 11 because diamond split 5-0.
Oh no,
I thought that was a really undeserved 11 imps.
it really is, but it can happen.
And then on the next board, and this is the last one I got for this, you pick up this monstrosity here.
Yeah, Katie Bunny, we're just doing stuff in chat. So Craig is
Oh, I'm
typing
sorry.
out the
Yeah, I'm just
hands.
typing
Like
in some hands from a match I played yesterday.
yeah, I don't have links to the hands, unfortunately. So we're just looking at the chat. Well, that's a hand.
One spade, two clubs, two spades, three clubs, three no trump by partner. You're up.
So one spade, two clubs, two spades. Shouldn't
I'm sorry, partner rebids two diamonds, not two spades.
okay, but we could have bid four clubs. Anyway, let me get this auction for YouTube just in case anyone's paying
Yeah,
attention.
sorry, and please correct partner's rebid to two diamonds and not two spades.
One spade, two clubs, two diamonds, three clubs, question mark, exclamation point. Three
Yeah,
no, question mark. Okay.
I did think about four clubs, but like nothing is great with this hand. I thought like partner's never going to believe you have eight solid, right? Whatever you do.
Well, a partner will if we bid four clubs, but
Is that what it shows, or might not it be like King Queen Jack 10 eighth?
no, it's a solid suit.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
I was not sure.
I I mean, I think any special agreements for four clubs. Four clubs is always Gerber, Koopa. No, I mean, I
Yeah.
think we just bid four clubs at this point. Let's think. So
Um,
partner bids a spade and then two diamonds and then three no. Uh, could we have a slam? Let me ask that question. Could we have a slam? Um, partner could be like ace fifth, king, queen third, like queen jack fourth and a singleton, and we're cold for six clubs. I feel like we kind of have to try for slam, so I guess I would bid four clubs at this point in the auction.
Yeah, I also thought we had to try for slam, and I raised to four no trump. Partners never really limited their hand. I don't know, and it worked out in a really so it pushed the board, but it worked out in a really weird, dumb way because partner's hand is king queen nine fifth, king doubleton, ace jack 10 fourth, and a doubleton.
Mm-hmm.
So he let a diamond and knocked out that ace, and then he returned. I don't remember what he returned, but it kind of doesn't matter. The opponents can now play a club, and you have to run your clubs and squeeze yourself,
Yeah.
which is not unexpected on this hand type, obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what happened. So
We're
they
not in
let
the
a
wrong
diamond
window. I'm
you.
sorry, chat. Craig just doesn't have the hand records or whatever, so he's just typing it
I,
in
I
chat.
only did this just to fill some dead air. Yeah, I didn't like prep hands or anything. So at the other table, um, on the third round of bidding, partner bid three hearts instead of three no trump. The long club hand jumped to five clubs, and you're just off. Like they have a chance to make it. They're off. Uh, Ace queen of hearts is offside, and you're off the ace of spades, but. They have to do everything perfectly. They have to lead a heart to get them, otherwise something just goes away.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So yeah, I don't know. Like I thought it was hard, but I probably just panicked. Like there's no reason not to bid four clubs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's all I got. But I thought I did not play very well that set, and now I know I didn't play well that set.
But you won, which is what's important, right?
I was actually, despite feeling like I played pretty badly this week, I was actually plus imps. I'm quite negative in the Butler, but plus imps at the table.
Mm,
And more importantly, we avoided relegation in the alt, which is good because that would have been embarrassing. And
nice.
it's a tough event. Like the B division of that has some really good teams,
Yeah,
but nonetheless, getting relegated always sucks.
that's true. That's true.
I
Well,
ended up playing actually half the boards, which is more than my usual.
mm, yeah, is it still the same team?
I mean, it gets a little bigger every time, but yes.
You're just adding more people to the family.
Yeah, like at this point we're like 15 handed or something.
Oh man.
Yeah. But yeah, like the core of it is Itai Franco, Dato, David with the incredibly long Georgian name, David Yang. I think Jang plays with us sometimes. Forget who else. Like Dana fills in once in a while, but it's like that's the general core of it. I think Fred King might play some, like some of the other DC area, like pretty good, but not top class experts.
Mm-hmm.
And Fred's a good player, but like Fred's not, we played against French world champions. Fred's not that level, nor is anyone on our team really.
Man, this
Yeah, a little difference of opinion here, huh?
this contract was just not the thing. Um but I guess Declare now picked up the spade suit, let a spade over, and then roughed the hearts good. My god. Oh, he ran the nine of
Wow.
hearts.
A little behind. I
Corbell could
see.
have made this. No, he couldn't. Never mind. Never mind. If he roughs the nine of hearts, then the seven of spades gets promoted.
Yeah,
Wow,
he can't get back to his hands.
what a card. Oh
Amazing.
man. Wait, and then Georgia played back a club. Oh, but this is also
Wow.
good enough.
Huh?
No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, this isn't good enough. Georgia needed to play back a diamond.
Wait, why is this not good enough? Oh, because yeah, this is good enough, right?
No, because now Corbell just runs the hearts through Zach.
Oh, I see. Right. And he still got the last trump to get back with. Wow.
Yeah, Georgia needed to play back a diamond to get this another trick. I think. I'm apparently I'm missing something. So diamond.
That's the same, right? Because the cleric can still rough and play the hearts through south. It's the same ending.
No, because Zach pitches a heart rather than being forced to follow to the club. Queen of diamonds, rough high, pitch
No, no,
heart.
Queen of Diamonds rough. Oh, so you have to rough high because otherwise it just gets over roughed.
Yeah, so we pitch a heart. It follows with a diamond.
Right.
Heart, follow, pitch a diamond. Heart, rough,
Over rough, and you
over
still got a
rough.
trump in your
Oh,
hands.
King of diamonds, diamond, rough. Yeah, okay, never mind. It's all good. There is
Yeah,
nothing the
you don't even
defense
need
can
to
do.
play the King of Diamonds. You just rough a diamond back and claim.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Okay, so that was down one. Feels like that could have been way worse. Whew. Five clubs doubled. Did we look at this? We didn't look at this, but this was an auction. Zach was doing a thing. A club double redouble one heart, and as you say, maybe Zach should bid a spade immediately. I feel like he was hoping to penalize hearts, like at the one level, which
Yeah,
like playing
well,
with
just like
playing with someone like a Cranyak or Demouy, this is stuff that they do all the time to people. They will
right.
double you in one heart and just collect a large penalty. So I feel like Zach was trying to emulate that. And it went a heart past three hearts. And maybe they weren't on firm ground about what Georgia's double would have been over three hearts, because I think if double was penalty, Georgia might have doubled three hearts, which would have been bad for North South. Um,
I think
but
there's also just an element of partners redouble says I want to go after them. One spade says partner, I think that's a bad idea. And he doesn't have a hand that wants to send the message, partner, that's a bad idea. Like he doesn't really want to go after them. But to me, bidding one spade is the thing you do with like King Queen 10 fourth of spades and King Queen Jack 10 sixth of clubs.
yeah,
Not a hand that has some promising defense.
yeah. So anyway,
And
I
so I think
mean,
he just got. I don't think he did anything wrong. I think he just got stuck.
yeah. Well, so like once partner doesn't probably to Zach make a penalty double of three hearts, he figured that partner couldn't make a penalty double
Right.
of four hearts, and therefore four hearts is probably making. So he tried four spades. That got doubled.
I think it's. I think it's weird that North didn't double three hearts.
Yeah, although like it worked out better if Zach just like passed throughout, right? Like again,
It's
I don't
true,
know.
but like bidding is telling a story about your hand. So the first story is partner. I have more defense than offense, and the second story is except my defense isn't in hearts, and therefore it's in spades. So South bid.
Yeah, well, so maybe the big culprit actually is Georgia not bidding a heart over the double. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I mean,
agree
because
with
their
Kevin.
hand.
I think doubling three hearts is crazy because like Georgia just doesn't think three hearts is going down. Yes, she has defense against hearts, but the opponents have a big fit, right? So
Right, but that's the argument for not redouble. Like, if we think we can't beat anything we double, then don't redouble and set up a doubling auction. You know,
yeah,
I just bid a no trump then if you're going to do that, right? Just I have a partner, I have a balanced hand that wants to play no trump. Isn't that kind of what she has?
yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is
I mean, I think if you're playing assign the blame, it's like South 5 or 10, like North. Yeah, as you say, like the redouble probably was ill advised, and she can't go after much. Passing three hearts, sure, you don't expect to beat it, but the picture she built up of her hand was so divorced from reality that it traps South into this losing position.
yeah. I don't think they were going to make four hearts for what it's worth. But I think it has some chances to make. I mean, I think on club leads, which look somewhat natural, declares trump suit gets a little bit compromised. Maybe you actually need to lead a spade. Like, what do you need to do to beat four hearts? Do you need to lead spades at trick one, or is like a club tap okay? Yeah, if Zach's double of one heart was takeout, he could have done that. I think that would have been sensible. I do believe that they might not have been on the same page about doubles, because I think that that's been the case for a couple of their auctions so far.
I don't think too many experts these days play that double of one heart would take out. I think it would be, penalty / card showing.
Yeah.
I mean, for one thing, if you do play it as takeout, it's a free shot for the opponents to psych one heart, anytime they want to.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. Yeah, but having a discussion with your partner, like when are these doubles takeout versus penalty, pretty helpful.
Yeah, I mean, I think just a good, simple agreement is when we put the auction on a penalty double track, we can't revert to take out doubles without a really good reason. And here, one heart, the opponent merely bidding one heart is not a really good reason.
Yeah.
Like jumping to three hearts maybe is a good reason because the bid is so wild and unexpected, Sure, like maybe there's a general card showing double makes more sense because it's kind of an impossible auction. But, you can't revert to take out doubles on a normal auction when we've said that our priority is penalty doubles.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Is redouble by North, like, such a bad bid? Because it looks like it worked out really badly on this hand, but this is an unusual circumstance. Like, if East had bid a heart and West had bid two hearts, like, what is North supposed to do?
I mean, I think it's bad for two reasons. One is you don't really have the opportunity to penalize the opponents wherever they land. Like in most strains, you need partners to do the doubling for you. But I think the other reason it's bad is this pair is very aggressive. Zach's opening bid doesn't have to be a hand that can go plus against normal contracts for the opponents. So like for two reasons, we don't want to go after them, which means don't send the message we want to go after them. I mean, I don't know. I think I would just bid a no trump. Like, I know most of the time that's our side's best spot. It's a pretty accurate description of my hand, even if it's not perfect. I don't know. Like, what else am I looking for?
Wait, why don't you like one heart or whatever shows hearts from North?
I mean, just because my hand is, a four triple three sort of junk pile. Like, I mean, I guess hearts could be our best strain, but like if it's a part score deal, one heart, two hearts and one no trump are probably kind of the same. If we have a little more than half the high cards, just and anytime we don't have a heart fit, I think one no is gonna put us in a much better position. I mean, like if it was a called pass, of course I bet a heart, but once they double, the odds of hearts being right for our side go way down. The odds of a heart being right for our side really go way down.
Okay, I don't know. I think if we're gonna bid something, we probably show our hearts. Like that can be distributional, right? With clubs and hearts.
So I think there are three, at least to my mind, plausible actions. One heart, redouble, and one no trump, which means I'm going to put this on bridge winners because anything with three sensible answers is a good bridge problem.
Sure, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. Things work out really badly. I'm still not a big believer in the four spade bid. I mean, Zach might think four hearts is making, but he probably doesn't have any idea if four spades has any trick taking potential. I mean, it sounds like clubs are splitting badly, so if his partner doesn't have a spade fit over there, he's going to end up in 5 clubs doubled, and that's probably not going to be a good result. Actually, I'm not really sure why Georgia didn't just pass 4 spades doubled. Maybe she should always pull. I mean, I guess it sounds like Zach is 6-4. But you go up a level. Yeah, pulling to 5 clubs is probably good. Either way, I mean, this feels like a hand that shouldn't have happened from north-south. They should just be defending 4 hearts doubled. And maybe it makes, maybe it doesn't, but I think they have a good chance. You know, especially against 3 diamonds making 3 in the other room when north-south had a bit of a missed defense. I wasn't paying attention. This was the one hand that I completely missed. So what missed defense happened? Ace of hearts, spade. Nice play by Adam. You want to give the signal in your opponent's carding system that makes them do what you want, right? So Adam wanted to discourage hearts because he knew a heart ruff was coming. So he discouraged by playing the 9 of hearts. This makes Eddie's 8 of hearts look like a high spot card. So Susan obediently switched to spades. And that was the end of it. Declare could pull trumps, knock out the king of hearts, take the marked heart finesse against the 10. Made his 9 tricks. Saved a little bit. All right, how are we doing? We have an Adam and Emma. We have a Susan and Eddie. And wait, what? wait a second. Hold on. I thought Susan was done. She played 5, 4. Oh, she played 1 and 4 yesterday, so now she's playing 5 and 6. Oh, okay. Wait, and what about Rubenstein? He played 1. Three or 1, 4. One, 3, and 4. So he's playing 1, 3, 4, and 6. Okay, so we will have both sponsors in this set. And let's kibitz Adam. We've already kibitzed Emma earlier in the week. So we'll kibitz Adam for today. That sounds good.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm doing a little client maintenance. Give me one moment, and then I'll be with you once more.
No problem. We have 3 minutes until the round starts. So what are we at? 73 imps, 45 boards. It's less than 2 imps a board, but it's still a pretty big lead to overcome.
Yeah, I mean that. I think depending what happens the rest of this match, that that may haunt their sleep for a while. Bobby and Zia. Let's see. So Nickel lost the trials. Is it possible that they're a seniors pair? Because Bobby, I believe, is eligible. He's 67, I think.
Let's take a look. Senior teams entered.
They may have been like a pair that was booked as substitutes if they didn't win the trials. I think there was some of that going on some of the other teams.
Bobby is not listed on the trials. Zia is playing with, well, I can take a look, but it's probably Michael. Yeah, Zia's playing with Michael Rosenberg currently, at least on the website.
Yeah, it's also possible that Maybe they just have a date to play in the Life Master pairs just for fun because I don't know they've ever played at a high level event, like things like that. Sometimes there's spots where, top experts get a chance to play with people that they would love to, but they never routinely get an opportunity.
Right, because if you're on a sponsored team, but you're not the one playing with the sponsor on that team, then you will have freedom during the non-team events that will happen at like nationals or world championships or that sort of thing if that comes up. And so for like what's the coming nationals, the spring nationals, is there like an intro
Summer,
summer
yes.
whatever?
Yeah, so and I think one real likely possibility is if Stevie has a client for the LM pairs, and like he plays with Gaiska sometimes, like, I'm sure he has other people, and Bobby doesn't, then Bobby is still probably going to want to play and just look around for some really appropriate peer partner who's otherwise at loose ends. So, if Zia's partner also has a client, like Zia generally doesn't play pro in those events. So it's
Mm-hmm.
kind of a natural pairing.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I bet we'll see those two in the LM pairs. Like I don't think that this is a new serious partnership. I think it's just, like, hey Bobby, do you want to play in the Life Master pairs? Okay, sounds great.
Steve has kicked Bobby out after his temper tantrum, which cost
Yeah,
the
right.
entire team trials, and I don't think that's what's happening.
I don't think that's what's happening either. I think this is just a chance for those guys to have some fun.
Yeah.
Like Z, I know has sometimes played, like I think in multiple he's played with Marion, like maybe on some mixed team they would play together, but basically that's just because they like each other, and when else can they play bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll often see a lot of, pick up like quasi picking up partnerships for even the platinums, just because it's a great chance to, get some boards in with someone you've always wanted to.
Yeah. All right. We have cards. So, Adam, what are we going to do with this one? Two spades,
Yeah,
first
say,
seat.
yeah, I would have been shocked to see him do anything else.
Same. Maybe a different vulnerability. We could see a three spade opener, but not this, not red against white.
Right.
So once again, we're probably just going to try and sit in our chairs and play good bridge. That's the objective. Hopefully fix up a couple of the mistakes that we've been having on defenses in the set. See what our
Thank you,
teammates
Michael,
can
for
do in the
telling
other
me I'm an
room.
idiot. Yeah, so
Oh. Well, this is interesting. So Rubenstein is not in this set. He does still have to play one more. He played three yesterday, but he wasn't here in the first segment today. He's not playing this set. So I think this is tactical from their team. They really don't want him sitting in against the precision pair.
it's true, but he could just sit in at this table where this north south are going to do normal things, and he can stay in his comfort zone.
Yeah, yeah. But maybe they're waiting for a segment they have seating rights. That's what I was going to take a look at. Um,
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's very possible.
so
And
double
so,
three hearts shows some values. They're playing like a Lebensal type thing. So if Eddie really wanted to sign off, he would have gone through two no trump. What are we going to lead against four hearts? Probably our singleton club.
I think I would make that lead against either three or four. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
a nice combination of you know aggressive but also very unlikely to blow a trick. They can pick up partners jack of clubs. They were always going to.
Now, left-hand opponent's long think makes me believe that she's looking at three hearts.
So
Um,
yeah, I had the same thought that she probably has like a 15 count with a three-card hard suit or something.
yeah, and decided not to bid three now. Wow,
Wow,
18. Yeah, so unfortunately, the opponents are favorable. Otherwise, this could be a bigger game swing. But it looks like game is going to make in the other room.
Yeah, I mean that. I suspect that um, he just like probably isn't super familiar with exactly what ranges are expected here. Because I think if she, like I think doubling is fine here. Like I would be 2-no trump, but sure, if you want to say your hand's a little heavy or you only have one spade stop or whatever, I think it's fine. But I don't think there's any possibility on this auction that Eddie has a hand so weak that we don't want to be in 3-no trump.
Right. Yeah.
And by the way, if he has 6 hearts, he can just correct.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't close the door on a 4-heart contract.
All right. Partner gets the jack of clubs.
Yep. So
5 hearts, 3 clubs, a diamond, and a spade at the very least for the opponents is going to be 10 tricks.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably now comes spade to the ace diamond through, but yeah, that's still gonna be a pretty comfortable spot for declare. Yeah. And I guess maybe we could return the queen of spades, but probably just doesn't matter what we do. Yep.
All right, 10 tricks. We have picked up 6. That's a good start.
Yeah, and 3-0 even on a diamond lead is completely cold. We can just duck 2 diamonds and eventually lead a spade to the king.
Yeah, we could have beaten 4 hearts if we led ace of spades and queen of spades. All right, 12 count. We're in 4th seat.
So I would not open this hand in 4th seed.
Period.
Like I'm not saying
End of
that because
thought.
of a Pearson point thing. I'm just saying it because my hand is horrible.
Yeah. That's fair. I like opening, so I must admit that I would. It is a little bit different depending on what style your partner's playing. Like if partner
Yeah, and I
can't
think
have 11, then
right. The lighter your openings, the better the passes.
yeah.
So here, like this is a pretty annoying position if you're Adam Grossack. Like, 2-no trump is sort of right on values traditionally, but you just know that it's gonna be a disaster, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's 3 spades transferred to 3-no trump, I guess. Yep. So, let's see. First, if Emma remembers this agreement, which is a little obscure, and whether her hand justifies it. Like, the longer she thinks, the more likely it is that, that she's trying to remember exactly what this means.
Mm-hmm.
I confess,
Okay.
This is not one I've ever seen before.
Yeah, I guess they just figure that with all of your spade preempts, you can either bid 2 or 4 or start with 1.
Yeah, I get, in the absence of any special agreement, it sounds splintery to me. Yeah, so here, of course, if you're opening 11 counts like North, this is a pretty scary position to be. Like, forgetting how West decided to solve it is kind of an impossible
Yeah, I was putting up a prediction,
like,
but
no Trump seems possible.
I was thinking like I wanted to bid 1 no over 1 heart. Is that crazy? Like
No, I mean, like when I play with you and Dano, where the style is open every balanced 11, my card says that a minor pass will no trump is 7 to 11.
yeah.
2-no is like 11 plus to 13 ish, and 3-no is like 13 plus to 15.
Mm-hmm. Ace of spades lead from Eddie.
Good lead. And I do wonder whether it's like ace queen third or what. Kind of feels like it.
Four of spades from right hand opponent from Declare's perspective. Let me open up their cards just to make sure we know what signals are happening. All right, so Eddie and Susan are playing. Upside down count and attitude.
All right, did I call it ace queen third? I think I did.
I think it's like ace queen 10 9 maybe, or ace queen 10 fourth.
Yeah, maybe. I was thinking that he might have doubled with 4 or 5 in the majors and spades that strong since his hearts are obviously weaker than his spades.
Mm-hmm. All right, queen of spades, jack, 2. It feels to me like we want to win the king to potentially block the spade suit, but Emma says no. Wow, maybe it really was ace queen third.
I think ace queen third is more natural than ace queen 10-9. Ace queen 10-9, he might have just let a heart or tried to do the most passive thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ace queen third is the lead you make when you're really desperate to find your partner. Is it possible? I mean, is it possible that 10 is a false card?
No.
Or
it could be a misclick, but I don't think it's a false card.
So you think Susan has the 9 of spades left?
No, I think Eddie has the 9 of spades.
I think Eddie has it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. I mean, that would be a really big lead from ace queen 9 fourth, but obviously, desperate times and all that.
Yeah, so this kind of feels bad because we could have blocked the spade suit by winning the king on the second round. And then when we knock out the club ace, Eddie wouldn't be able to cash the last spade. Now we do need to knock out the club ace, but Eddie can win. I don't know if he has the ace of clubs. I mean, maybe Susan has it.
When he didn't win it, it feels like it was probably because he couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think at this point, not much to do but run the jack. I mean, I guess you can hope that the queen of diamonds is doubleton. Maybe that's better because you also need to. I guess now four diamond tricks is enough.
Well, enough to get out for down 1. I mean, we don't have any tricks.
No, four diamonds, 2 clubs, and all. I mean, the club ace is knocked out now, right? So if the diamond queen drops, we just make this.
4 diamonds, 2 clubs, a heart, and a spade is only 8.
I'm sorry, I forgot that we were kibitzing from the point of view of East West. I just saw the the board being rotated confused me on the trick count.
Yep.
I saw 3 to 1 and thought it meant declare to defense and not north, south, east, west.
Yeah.
Gotta remember how annoying it is in Kibitzer mode on Love Ridge.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the clubs are blocked, in fact.
Yeah, which of course Queen Doubleton of Diamonds will unblock them for us, but yeah. Not enough to go plus.
I wasn't actually paying attention to the club Eddie played. Oh, that's why we have this, so it's a little bit easier. So Eddie played the 3 clubs. So it looks like Eddie is. Oh, well, now we know, but now it's too late.
I have to say he wasn't.
Yeah, now it's too late. We can no longer lead the jack of diamonds out of hand to pick off Eddie's queen third. Fortunately, we have blocked ourselves, and therefore we were forced to fall back on playing for Susan to have Queen Doubleton. So
what?
How convenient.
Yeah, but if we just finish the clubs in our hand, I guess then we were just always down 1. Never mind. I think if Eddie was really did start with three spades, we could lead a heart up if he had king queen of hearts left. But of course, they'll be just his last two cards.
Yeah, we're
Although
just
maybe the
down
Susan will
one,
forget.
which
No,
is
I
not
think we
the
have
end
to
of the
hope that
world.
Susan.
Uh,
Hang on. I was gonna say we have to hope that Susan had the nine of spades and forgets to keep it.
I'm certain she would have cashed the nine of spades if she had it.
I mean, me too, and yet.
Well,
All right.
minus 50. Not the
Rubenstein.
type of board that we
Rubenstein.
wanted.
Yeah, Rubenstein did get the predicted six imps back on the first board of the set. They did that game that North and South missed here.
Okay. Well, 3 no trump down 1 was a push. A diamond, 2 spades. We have a nice hand, 16 count. Adam starts with double, negative double. Johan asks, was Sylvia caught cheating years ago? She was. She has served her time. So the sanction was, I think, 3.5 years, or maybe 3 years and 3 months, or something like that. And now she has been reinstated.
Yeah, I would say, at least in my view, somewhat controversially, a much longer sentence than some other people who did the same thing got, like, Novoselsky or Johan Otmark. They were given quite brief timeouts, and she was given a multi-year penalty, which, one can come down on the side of either being the appropriate sanction, but they can't both be.
Right. Yeah. Three spades on our left. Partner has bid 4 clubs. Oh my god. Well, our king of spades does not look like a good card, but I mean,
I
partner
think
doesn't need
probably
much
just
for slam to be good here. Like king fifth, a doubleton spade, and the ace singleton ace of hearts, and we're like claiming 12 tricks in either minor.
yeah.
Like, yeah, I like the 6 diamond bid from Adam. I mean, maybe more practically we could have, I don't know, gone through some key card or something just in case we're missing 7. But
I mean, I don't know that we really like what would our keycard bid here, right? Like, I don't think four hearts is, four diamonds might set trumps, but I don't think four diamonds is keycard for diamonds at this point of the auction. I think there's just no way to do it.
yeah. Ace of spades lead. Well, that was not the lead from our opponents. And man, I have the feeling that Susan might have 4 trumps.
Interesting.
This looks really good for us.
I mean, I was gonna say we're fine though, right? Just pitch a heart and hope to be able to rough a couple of hearts in the east hand and then just draw trumps and claim.
Oh yeah, no, I mean we just have 12 tricks now, but that
Well,
if Eddie
we're gonna
led
need
a
the
heart,
right?
we're just
And
down.
we're gonna need something good to happen, right? Either the club splitting or being able to rough a couple of hearts low and one high. But then actually we need to get back to we just need clubs to split.
I mean, we just need 3-1 diamonds. No, we can pick up.
Oh yeah, or 3-1 diamonds, but yeah, you posited that they were not 3-1.
No, 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 no. I'm saying like this is great. This is super good.
Yeah. So I mean there is still a little bit of work to be done here.
All right, diamond to the ace, and then the fashionable claim. Even though it would take probably longer to explain what happens against every 5-0 club split than it would to just like play out the rest of the hand. All right, Queen of Diamonds. Is everyone following? No, that's okay. Diamond to the king. Club to the ace. Okay, this is fine. King of Diamonds. All right, club to the ace.
All right, now I think we're finally going to see the button.
Yep.
Yeah, nice result. East-west.
Yeah, and so this is a big pickup. 3 no trump bid in the other room, so obviously the heart lead would have doomed us, but Eddie led his suit. It honestly seems to me like Susan's 3 spade bid was a bit ill-advised. I mean, this was a weird case for it failing, but she was 4-3-3 with 4 spades. Yeah, Georgia in the other room actually elected not to bid spades at all when Zach had overcalled at the 1 level.
Yeah, although I would say against that, if I'm an expert player like Eddie Wold playing with a less experienced one like Susan here, I think I just want to tell them, partner, anytime I preempt and you have 4 trumps, just raise. Like, you don't want them to be using their judgment too much in those positions before they develop it.
Sure, yeah. All right, lead is now 57. So, looking like a good start. Club on our left, partner overcalls a diamond, a spade on our right. We can bid 2 diamonds. Adam does.
Yeah, I mean, not even that light, really. We'd love to have a 4th diamond or a doubleton, but we have some high cards to compensate.
Yeah, I would be quite worried against a much stronger pair because I think they might be able to get us. Like, this double would scare me so much with this hand, but I don't think against this pair we're going to see 2 diamonds getting doubled. Ooh, partner, no. No. Let's everyone take it easy.
Well, okay. The double's just support, right?
Yeah. But that is a way to defend 2 diamonds doubled.
Oh, but that was never going to happen. Come on.
Yeah. All right, 3 diamonds, 3 spades on our right. Wow. So do we lead a diamond? Do we lead a trump?
I like the King of Hearts lead. I feel like the ace is likely to be in the north hand. Yeah, trump is fine. And obviously I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Well, you haven't been here when Aaron says he's been keeping track of his leads of king from king queen, and Dummy always leads with the jack.
Yeah, although here the ace is much more likely to be in east hand than south, right? Maybe not, actually, with the ace, king of spades, and dummy.
Well, this trump opening lead didn't work because Declare picked off partner's queen doubleton offside.
Yeah, it feels like partner might have maybe ace, king of diamonds and a club card, and the ace of hearts is with south.
Oh, I think partner has the ace of hearts and ace, king of diamonds. Like, otherwise Eddie wouldn't be like frantically going ace king of spades.
Oh yeah, I was kind of thinking more just like trick 1, but yeah.
Oh my god, what did partner have over there?
Partner had a diamond preempt apparently.
Yeah, partner had 7 diamonds, right, to the ace king. No.
I guess we're about to find out.
Partner had 3 clubs, 2 spades, 1 heart, and question mark extra hearts and question mark diamonds.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not sure what this pause is here. It feels like
I think it's the claim.
I was gonna say it feels like they have a claim where they can't.
Okay, 11 tricks. So Eddie has one more trick of some kind to go with his spades. Yeah, partner just had ace king seventh of diamonds and out.
Uh,
Not sure about
as
the one
one
diamond
does.
overcall.
Um, yeah, I actually don't hate it. Particularly like if you're just trying to, find a place to maybe generate a swing without doing anything like too extreme one direction or the other, I think it's fine. Like, a different action that's not necessarily an inferior action is often a good place to swing.
Yeah, yeah. But remember, we're the solid citizen table. We want to no swings, do all
Yeah,
the normal stuff.
right, but like one diamond isn't even that abnormal.
True.
Particularly they're red white, so the preempt can kind of work out badly in weird ways.
Yeah, but I mean, she's got a singleton. The Queen of Spades is like an outside card that might do something. It does kind of feel
Oh, I
like
mean,
an
I,
intermediate thing.
I mean, I absolutely think three dimes is the normal action. I'm just saying, like, if you're like looking for a place to do something a little different around the edges without, throwing too many imps in the air, sure, why not?
Yeah. It kept him out of game. I mean, something kept him out of game. I don't know what it was. Partner shows the majors. The no trump opener bids three clubs. Wow. Okay. So could be a six card club suit. I think it's less likely that Susan has six clubs than five in
Right.
this spot.
Yeah, obviously, we're thrilled beyond belief that she took us off the hook here.
I mean, maybe we have some stuff. Partner should be 5-5. Like, I'd be happy to play two hearts.
What
That
is
is
going on here?
okay. I now stand by my position that Susan is more likely to have five clubs than six.
I would say possibly even much more likely. What is going on here?
All right. Well, let's. That is a dummy. Surely partners void in
I,
clubs, right?
but how is Eddie not bidding three no trump? He knows beyond any shadow of a doubt that he starts seven, right? Six clubs and the king of hearts, and his partner opened a strong no trump.
Okay, interesting thought.
Maybe it's good his partner now needs to have two aces to make it, but I think that's really conservative by South not to take a shot at 3-0 once you know your clubs are golden.
Yeah, that's totally a fair point. As you say, like he does have tricks despite not really having the high cards.
Right. And he has a heart stopper.
Yeah. I don't think Eddie was expecting Adam to bid again. This is not the type of auction where Adam's hand would ever bid a second time.
No. No, for sure. I think if Emma couldn't double three clubs to show extras, Adam was 1000% done.
All right, we've got three tricks now. The ace of diamonds is another trick. All we need is for partner to have two spades over there. Ace, queen of spades. Is that even possible? Declare has ace, king, jack of clubs, queen of hearts, king of diamonds. Yeah, Declare might just have the king of spades.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, it turns out South's pass was spot on, but as a single dummy action, it seems really conservative to me.
Hmm.
Yep. Man, they couldn't even manage to go plus with that dummy.
Well, we picked up another six on the hand where our partner had overcalled a diamond. Oh my god. I always forget with the convention card in the way. This is a jumble of windows. Um, this is what took place in the other room. No bidding from the east west pair over there, so we never got involved in diamonds. North south found their heart fit, our teammates, and got to the heart game. Despite the 4-1 trump split, that contract had no trouble whatsoever. So another 6 imps going our way. The lead's now 51.
Yeah, I mean, once again, though, like the lead would be 20 if they had kept it together. The second half of the last segment, it's really, uh, really devastating for the chances not to capitalize on the chances they were given there.
Yeah, Kevin points out that we may have missed our heart game on that previous board. Partner was 6-5 in the majors.
Mhm. Yeah, lower hand was not great. Like, maybe she could take another call, but, if partner only had like 2-2 in the majors or something, which I think they often will, our hand kind of sucks.
I mean, I'm sure Emma was planning to bid two spades over two hearts.
Oh, sure, but once the opponent take the chance away from you, like, you know.
I'm not sure. I mean, maybe Adam should have been more aggressive with four card heart support. I have no idea. All right, on to this hand. A diamond, pass, one spade. Okay, we balanced. Left hand opponent comes in with two hearts. Partner bids three clubs. We get three diamonds on our right. I think we're out of here. We have the queens of both opponents' suits. Those are not great. Partner couldn't overcall two clubs over a diamond.
Yeah. Yeah, I get partners three club bid here is like a spade raise with clubs. We're about to find out, and that's fine. Otherwise, I think agree with you that we're done.
Mm-hmm. Now, have we balanced them into a game? I mean, from our perspective, it looks like we have. God, I hate this five diamond bid from our hand. Like, this
Yeah.
is not what we wanted to see. Everything's working.
I
Ugh.
mean, partner has some stuff because of the three club bid, but yeah, what a terrifying position.
Yeah, it's like this isn't even a good dummy for us. Dummy hits with like a flat zero count, and they have diamond entries, and so our Queen of Hearts is gonna
Right.
get hooked. This is real bad.
Right. Declare can possibly take six diamonds and four hearts in this ace. Maybe a spade goes away on the fourth round of hearts and they rough a spade and that's that. I mean, this also like what's going on with the club suit, right? Like, doesn't it feel like East had a two club bid over one diamond?
I mean, maybe Emma has King Jack or King 10-9 sixth. Declare has stiff ace.
Yeah, maybe. Now then we're just totally toast.
No, I mean, I'm sure we are. Diamonds were 2-2. Yeah, if North has a hand where she only has five diamonds, then this just has
Right.
I think they missed like a grand.
So, but doesn't that mean that declare then is 4-4-5? No. Oh, I guess they could be like 3-4-5-1, 2-4-5-2, something. Yeah, probably 3-4-5-1.
Yeah, partner led the seven of spades, so it's likely high from a doubleton. There's the stiff ace of clubs that we kind of expected. Um,
Yeah, or if it isn't stiff ace, that's bad too.
Adam missed the opportunity to play for the wish trick, playing the two of clubs. Queen of spades.
my god.
Might we have like 3 heart tricks or something? Good lord.
I mean, I guess we just win this and put a club on the table, but oof.
You sure a club and not a heart?
I think so. And for one thing, like, I don't think this declare is too likely to find the play of, pitching and then getting the heart right, but maybe if they pitch, that's good for us. I don't know. Yeah, I think at this point, our best hope is that declare will forget that he can use diamonds as entries.
I mean, it seems like that's what happened, right? Declare didn't even play on the heart suit to pitch a spade
Yeah.
loser. Oh, she does rough. Okay, okay, we have chances. We definitely have chances now. Declare doesn't have the ace king of hearts for sure. It would be a pretty strong hand if she was like ace queen of spades, ace king jack of hearts, ace of clubs, ace king of diamonds. So there's a diamond over. So Declare is now just going down. We did it! Partner
What?
wins and plays back the club king.
Yeah,
And Declare is stuck in hand.
amazing.
Oh my god.
All right, so good decision to balance. That won us 4 or 5 imps.
It really was a good decision to balance.
I mean, this was just 100% cold, right?
Yes.
I think was it cold with an overcheck to declare it only have 1 heart to lose? No, there's not
no,
hearts out
Declare
there.
had 2 hearts to lose. But that club return gave Declare a chance, right? If we had just switched to hearts, we would have
Actually-
beaten this per force. On that club return, Declare could have pitched a heart and then pitched another heart on the queen of clubs and then guessed, oh no,
Right.
never mind. Hold on. No, that's not
Well,
true.
she has a third. She has a third spade to deal with too.
Yeah,
sorry,
maybe
third
there was
spade was
nothing
already out of
Declare
hand.
could have done. It really wasn't cold,
Yeah,
was it? This is just,
I mean,
there was no hope.
Yeah, the spade lead sets up a very slow spade trick while Adam still has an entry.
So was there anything Declare could have done? Okay, hold on.
How about this? Spade, spade, diamond, diamond, ace of clubs, king of hearts, double dummy.
Yeah, but North can always just duck.
East, you mean?
Whatever. Yeah, the left-hand opponent of Declare. Anyway, I guess there's...
Right.
Yeah, okay, Kevin found it. He figured it out. Low heart out of hand after ace king of diamonds. Easy play to find. All right, on to the next.
Right.
1 spade, no trump semi-forcing. 2 hearts on our left. Partner makes a takeout double. 4 hearts on our right, so we bid 4 spades. Sure. I'm not certain I understand the no trump bid. We have a singleton and queen 10 third of spades. I mean, it's a 5 count, right? Like, I guess we play constructive means like 8 to 11 for our 2 of a major bid. So this hand doesn't qualify.
Sorry, there's some very loud street noise. I'm getting a little distracted here.
Jack of hearts lead. Well, they didn't double us, which I'm sure we have to be thrilled about. How are they doing in 4 hearts? Does it depend on the position of the club king? They have a spade, a club, a diamond. So yeah, it might depend on the position of the club king, which is now offside. So I think they're making four hearts. Well, they might have two spade losers. Depends.
Sorry, I was dealing with a very small work thing. So what's going on here? Four spades. Yeah, I missed the first couple of tricks.
Well, it's looking like
So,
we might have a good save. That's what's going on. I mean, not doubled, that is. Four spades doubled would have been a lot worse.
yeah, it usually is. So let's see. They're about to rough this. Is that what it feels like?
It does feel like this is getting roughed, which is. It makes me a little bit disappointed.
Oh no, of course it's not getting roughed, right? Because it went. Oh, wait, we just. What was the club trick? Was it to the Jack and King?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that did feel like it was getting rough, but I guess feelings don't mean much. Man, so
Well, we have to win this in dummy. And then I don't know what the plan is in the spade suit. It
I mean
sounds
it
as
does
if.
feel like this was a good save though.
Well, the opponents might have two spade losers. So
Right.
they have a club loser, they have a diamond loser, probably.
Possibly two. Yeah, possibly two diamond losers, right?
No, they have five diamonds, including the
Oh
ace.
sorry, yeah, never mind. Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting a little distracted. Like now there's a dog barking. Focusing on the bridge is getting a little challenging. All right, well that's some good news.
Yeah, Susan wins the king of spades. So now, fortunately for us, and she cashes the ace of diamonds. Um, five of diamonds. Okay. Oh, that was a really fast king. Oh my. Was that really the right play? Do we have a count? So Susan started with king third of spades, probably six hearts, but maybe only five. Oh, never mind. The club's pitched two diamonds. Okay. No. All right. No one yell at me. Counting is hard. So down one. But this does mean the opponents had two spade losers, right?
Um, Possibly.
So four hearts was
Yep.
going down. 12 imps coming through for our side, apparently, according to Kevin. 3 no trump was making on the hand that they were in 5 diamonds here. That looks 5, 6, 7, 8. That looks pretty accurate. Yep, the queen third of clubs stops the suit. So we have time to set up our hearts. I will bring up just briefly, what happened where we ended up losing a large chunk of imps. So this was the 6-5 hand in the majors. Corbell overcalled 2 clubs. Zach ended up transferring to clubs, and Corbell, despite no breath out of partner, did bid 3 spades all on his own. So he basically just forced to game with the east hand, which seems like somewhat sensible.
Wow. So, little excitement here to see what Emma's going to turn up with. Wow.
Yeah, so 2 no, showing clubs and hearts. Partner bids 5 clubs, 5 diamonds on her right. I assume we didn't want to
Yeah,
double this.
I was going to say I very much like this decision not to double with, two tricks at most in our hand and one of them being quite questionable.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that double could do is it could scare partner away from a phantom save. It's pretty unlikely that partner's going to think 6 clubs could be a good save because, for it to be really profitable, it needs to go down 1. and 5 diamonds needs to be making. But yeah, partner doubles. We're actually pretty happy about that. So I think we should lead the ace of hearts. Okay. We have led the ace of clubs. That was not the lead. Didn't we have this issue in the previous set where Adam had made a Leitner double? And Emma was the one who didn't read it correctly? Oh my god, the ace of clubs held!
Wow.
Ace of hearts. Ace of hearts. Ace of hearts.
Insane. Well, how is it possible this held and partner doesn't have, like, partner only has 3 clubs? How can they not have a double? Like, what is partner's hand where 5 clubs is a sensible bid on only a 3-card suit and you can't double them in 5 diamonds?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right? Am I crazy to think that?
Partner did double them in 5 diamonds.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see the double. All right, never mind.
Partner? Are you okay? I guess partner has like king, queen, jack tight of diamonds, right? Like how could it be possible otherwise? Like surely partner's not doubling on the king, queen of spades being a trick. I am having some hard time figuring out what partner has. Jack of hearts. Okay. Did we need to cash partner's king doubleton of clubs over there? Is that what's going on? Probably not.
Funny.
Well, it's totally fine for partner to believe that we have a trick, but we had 2 tricks in our hand, right? Partner has still doubled somehow. That does not look like the... That really doesn't look like partner has diamond tricks. Oh my god.
What the hell happened here?
Yeah, what happened? Hello?
Yeah, partner's double is insane.
Oh no. Well, that didn't work out. Was there anything we could have done? I guess the answer is no. There wasn't anything we could have done. Declare could always ruff 2 spades in dummy. Or set up the king of hearts for a spade pitch and ruff 1 spade.
Yeah, I don't know on what basis Emma thought that she was a favorite to go plus there, especially once Adam couldn't double it.
It feels like she just had a bunch of points and thought that...
Right. That's kind of what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, the point don't be contracts tricks do, especially when your opponents say that they have free cams.
Yeah, I haven't talked about the 5 club bid. I think I'm just going to move on to this hand because it looks like it's developing in an interesting way. But 5 clubs might also not have been a great contract if they had doubled us. So a no trump. 2 clubs showing the majors. So what sort of like system stuff would happen over this sort of 2 suited in the majors thing? Would you play a similar like unusual over unusual style here?
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know. I would play a card showing double and probably just 2 level suit bids as natural. I don't think transfers make a ton of sense here, and wanting to just show a suit naturally could be useful.
Mm-hmm.
like once double effectively shows the majors, I don't think there's a reason to be playing two diamonds, two arches transfers into one of the suits. Like the odds that it's or our side needs to be playing are pretty low. But two diamonds could easily be important to show.
Sure,
But I think
sure.
honestly, a lot of people would just play the double statement and transfers are on, and you just don't worry about it. The opponents very often are 5-4 here, so
All right, let's see what we got. Three diamonds is game forcing with clubs. A Zapsniff, five diamonds doubled made, so we might lose some imps on that one. Well, our teammates are doing good work over there. They doubled four spades on that previous board, where we got to play four spades undoubled down one as kind of like a phantom save against four hearts, whereas our teammates actually managed to double and they collected all their defensive tricks, so they beat it too. That was a big 9 imp swing. So three spades on our right. We try three no. Partner was game forcing with clubs, so I do wonder. This hand is very suitable for clubs if partner just has like a single suited hand in clubs. Ooh, four spades on our left. So partner gets first crack at it, decides to pass. I don't feel like this should be a force, but that would depend on your agreements. 4-0 by Adam.
yeah, I don't think it's forcing either, but you know, like in general, I play a relatively low number of forcing passes.
How could it not be a force? We were game forcing. Yes, but the opponents can also have a strong hand. Like, we can't be forced to either continue bidding and get doubled and go for a large number, or double the opponents when they're making it. Like, I think this is an auction where the opponents can be making four spades, and so that for me means that
Easily.
it
Yeah.
shouldn't be game forcing,
Yeah.
or a forcing pass. But that's just me.
Yeah, no, I'm in complete agreement. Like as he look what's happening here, right? We're sort of saving in four no trump because there's no play and four spades might. I mean,
Yeah,
four spades probably doesn't have play, but it might.
I mean, it all depends on how many clubs cash, right? Like,
Right. I mean, but that would be North would have to be. Well, I guess actually, sorry, I was thinking you had to be 6-5, but she wouldn't. 5-5 is good enough. Anytime she has a stiff club.
yeah. Kevin thinks that this would be a normal forcing pass scenario. But what are your agreements about forcing pass? Is it just like if your side has game forced, then you're in a force? Or is it more nuanced than that?
I mean, honestly, this is one where I might breach discipline and not obey a forcing pass if that was our agreement.
I mean, I still think that the hand looks great for clubs. That has been my opinion the entire time, and it hasn't really changed.
Yeah.
So, Adam decides to balance four no trump. Five
I
clubs,
think five.
honestly, like, seems a reasonable balance as well. Like, maybe he would have run to five clubs if he got doubled in 4-0.
Yeah, and that would be down on the heart rough, but not that much.
Yeah. What number of times do you think exactly this auction has happened in an ACBL club in the history of Bridge? In an ACBL club?
I would say very few because I think the average club player doesn't play this two clubs as the majors. I feel like low level players, play a bunch of defenses to no trump that are not this.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, Landy, sure, but I feel like, Capoletti or Daunt are much more popular uh, among that level player.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Kevin says that making a game forcing bid that's not actual game sets up a force. I am not a system person. For people who are unfamiliar, I was playing Heart correct. I haven't been paying attention. Did we not need to cash the Diamond Ace? um, hopefully, playing Heart was correct. Maybe it just doesn't matter. Maybe we're still getting the Diamond Ace at Trick 13. But, ooh, look at that. Down one. Well played. Although, four spades was not making, was it? We have a diamond, we had two clubs, we had a heart, and a spade. It was going to be down a lot. Oopsies.
Yeah, still, not vulnerable at least.
Yeah, missed opportunity. So our teammates did bid to 5 diamonds on that hand where we doubled, but ended up getting away unscathed. And so 5 diamonds making 5 lost us 4 imps. So lead back up to 45.
Yeah, still, that's 45 at least is an approachable number of imps to get back.
It's manageable, and it does seem like whatever their talking point was. But okay, we should temper our belief here, because remember, Rubenstein has been out for both of these sets and Zhang has been in for both of these sets. So
Yeah, that's true.
Rubenstein will be coming in for segment 7 or 8. And Eddie is going to be playing with Janice in that segment against them. So I still think it's like a massive uphill climb for Rubenstein to make the comeback, but they've made the match a lot more interesting. At least they have that going for it.
Wow,
Diamond by
he's bigs on
partner.
every hand.
2 diamonds Michaels. Our hand is terrible. Maybe we'll get partner to lead trumps against whatever they end up in. Yeah, team captain will come in and really show us how it's done. He's waiting for this moment to make his dramatic entrance. Three hearts on our left. I think most players would play that as preemptive, where 2 no trump is what you would do when you have a strong hand. Oh. I actually like our hand opposite partner's 3 no bid. The king of clubs
Yeah, right.
might be a trick. And we have
And it
diamond
sounds like
fit.
partner has solid diamonds, yeah. And fourth diamond maybe is bad if, that means partner's more could only have a 6 card suit. But other than that, yeah.
So what happens if they bid 4 hearts and it comes like pass back to us? I mean, I assume we double.
I guess. I feel like, again, partner can double. I mean, in this also, I don't think this should be a force just because partner said he has a trick taking 3 no trump, not a defensive 3 no trump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's that 6 card club suit.
Oh.
Good enough.
Oh my god.
It's just cold.
Yeah, it's cold on that lead.
Yeah, I think Trump would have been my choice as the opening bid, not one diamond.
Fair enough. I imagine this is cold on any lead, given that Eddie would have led a high spade from ace, king, queen, fifth. Um, oh, I guess it's just always cold on any lead. We only needed one trick. Yeah. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right, nice result. Four hearts was going to be down one, two, three, four, maybe two? No, just one, right? We only get two clubs, a diamond and a heart. Queen of clubs discard. I assume nothing fun or interesting is happening in this end position. Six of clubs. Looks like the opponents have kept enough stuff that they can just run spades and hearts when they get in. We can't, like, cash the ace of clubs and exit a spade or something, throwing Susan in. Alright, 9 tricks. It is good defense. Like, if you know that your hand is kind of getting squeezed out of cards, then pitching your honors from suits that you need partner to guard is an important skill as a defender.
Yeah, sorry, I'm only half with you for the next couple of minutes.
All right, board 26.
Wrapping up my last thing of the day, mercifully.
So we don't have a comparison on that 4-no trump down 1, and we don't have a comparison on that previous board that we just played, but all the other board scores are in. Ugh. I would still feel pretty good if I was the Zhang team, where we're currently sitting. Pass, pass. We get to open a spade in third seat. I wonder if Adam considered preempting. It's not really the spade suit to preempt, but, you know, in third seat, oftentimes preempts work.
Yeah, I mean, you'd feel really sad if, like, the hand is just so overstrained. You'd feel really sad if you open three spades and you otherwise would have bought the hand in two and you go down one and the opponents just have nothing to do.
Yeah, yeah. I figure the big win for the preempt is like your left-hand opponent bids 4 hearts, and then it goes like pass, pass, double, all pass.
Sure.
Spade and no trump. I guess we'll bid 2 spades. Is he thinking about 3 spades? Feels like a lot of bidding. He bids 2 clubs. Ah. So what does 2 spades show in Gazilli?
Uh,
Extras with 6
over
spades, I
1
guess?
must, right? Because two clubs and two spades would be just spades and clubs minimum.
I don't...
I'm not sure. Yeah, I've played it, but it's been so long.
Got it. So partner bids 2 diamonds. Artificial. Game force if we had a strong hand. We do not. Kevin says 2 spades show spades and clubs minimum, the way they play it. Gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you.
So presumably, we bid 2 spades now. to show our weak hand with spades. I wonder if Adam is
Yeah,
like thinking about the notes.
I mean, if we can bid three spades here, you know, a little light since we didn't bid three spades over one no trump, maybe that's a sensible action.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, at some point we have, like, I don't know if we have to, but we'd love to show that we have a little something, you know, beyond even a third seat opening that likes its hand.
Yeah, I'm really not familiar. Like, so let's give partner an 8 count, right? Let's give them a just generic 8 count. Like, Queen of Spades, Queen of Clubs, King of Diamonds, Jack of Hearts. What are we making? We have 2 spade losers. We have a club loser. A club might go on the third round of diamonds if we can ever get over there. It's probably worth inviting if we had a way to do it. I think you're right.
You know, maybe partner even has, like, the 10 of clubs or something. I don't know, but. I mean, this hand, like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, if partner has any honor doubleton of spades, game's gotta be at least in the vicinity over that 2 diamond bid.
Sure. Yeah, I just don't know systemically what we have available. So, okay, he does bid 3 spades.
Yeah. I mean, it seems consistent with, like, every other thing being covered that this would be this kind of hand.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so 3 spades shows like 17 to 18 with 6 spades is what his announcement says.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's treating his 7th spade effectively like a king, which I don't think is crazy. Again, like, if partner can raise this, we almost know that we're happy about it, so.
Well,
like even if she raises it, given the misdescription, like, that's probably good for us.
I mean, partner could have heart values, which is not great, but yes.
And, you know, partner could have singleton king of spades, and that's bad too, but.
All right, we're in 4 spades.
She has whatever she has.
Let's see how we did. Come on, Pard. Queen and a spade. That's what I'm hoping for. Like, ace doubleton is bad. Because that's a lot of wasted values in spades.
Because we might just catch a singleton honor only have one trump loser. Like, singleton ace is bad.
Okay, they didn't lead spades. Kevin says 3 spades is forcing. Oh yeah, 3 spades of course is forcing.
Right.
So I don't know. I don't think I said that 3 spades was passable, but yeah. Okay.
So how do you show, like, this kind of 2.5 spade bid over 2 diamonds, or is that just a hole in the method?
Oh, you just can't. I'm sure you can.
You just can't, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this still isn't hopeless, you know. Pitch a club now, lead a club to the king, and you're done.
Yep. Yeah, we
need one way or another, you're done.
We need the ace of clubs on side.
And if we had caught stiff 9 of spades, that was good enough too.
Well, we tried our best.
Well, there's still one more faint hope.
Yeah, well, thanks for clarifying, Kevin. I mean, like, I'm not really a Gazilli player. I've played it with a couple of Europeans. I don't think Craig is either, so not that familiar with the method.
I played it with Dan Wolkowitz many years ago because he was really into it. Did they crash the spades?
No. Nope. Almost. All right, down 1. It's a little disappointing. I guess we're happy that partner didn't try 3-0, because, I mean, I don't know if we would sit for that, but if we did, it would have been a disaster. Ah, shucks. Eddie cashed the club. Well, 4 spades down 1 does not feel like a good result. Ooh, we picked up another 10, though. We did pick up another 10. Let me see what happened over there. Wow, the auction just kind of like timed out well for us in this room. When the opponents had this so our partner had opened a diamond, it went Michaels at this table, and then there was a preempt, 3 hearts. Our partner had to bid 3 no trump to show their hand, whereas here Corbell was able to double over a natural club opener and then bid 2 no, but West's hand decided not to bump, and 2 no trump was the final contract.
So then, once again, the missed opportunities the first quarter are looming, or fifth, eighth are looming really large here. Rubenstein actually possibly could have taken over the lead with just a little tighter play in the last set.
It's true. But 35 is a lot more manageable than it was at the start of the day. A diamond, 2 clubs by us. Partner has cubed, and we have a pretty good hand. Adam's trying to get his partner to bid 3 now.
Yeah, I was going to say 3 diamonds. Looks like it's just trying to steer the declaration into the east hand, which makes sense. That partner has like the ace of hearts or something. We want to make sure that she's the one declaring it.
Well, I think it's more about the diamond
or queen third diamonds.
Yeah, so partner does bid 3 no. We're pretty happy about that. It was, I believe, 84 at the start of the day. I forget how many. What, 88?
Yeah, I think it was actually 88. Yeah.
Okay, 88 at the start of the day, and we're down to 35. But with Zhang being out for the next set.
So now we don't even need to find both aces with Eddie Wold here. We just have a claim since he led away from the Queen Jack of Diamonds.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely start by running clubs.
Chances are we'll play for the over tricks, but it's a really nice position to be in that we don't even have to.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, definitely run clubs first. And hopefully Eddie pitches a bunch of diamonds. Although I kind of expect him to pitch a bunch of hearts.
I think presumably he's going to come down to 2 aces and as many diamonds as he can hold. Although there's one of them.
All right, Susan has pitched her spades high-low, so they're playing upside down. I think we can be pretty confident that the ace of spades is onside.
Yeah, so I guess this is what?
I actually haven't been watching the discards. I was looking at the other room.
Do we have 11 tricks here possibly, or are those Queen Jacks false cards? I actually don't know how many diamonds he pitched.
Well, in the other room, East-West were able to stop in 3 spades on that previous deal. So Zhang picked up a handful.
6, presumably, yep.
Yeah. All right, 430.
Yeah, probably
not a bad result.
Of course, you'd rather have Adam and Emma's result. In the end, it feels kind of normal.
How many spades were East-West making? They lose 2 diamonds. They lose a club. They lose a spade. And I think maybe 2 hearts. Okay, it was probably not a particularly good save. One no trump on our right. Oh, board 28. This is about my time to order some lunch.
Oh yeah, good plan.
What are we getting for lunch? Also, what are we leading against a no trump? King of clubs or whatever our club lead is that is not power slash unblock.
Um, so I believe they play Rusino, right? So, Queen, or if you're just playing a strong king and not Rusino, also Queen,
Mm-hmm. Two diamonds
or
shows hearts.
possibly a
Partner
dime.
doubles. I guess we're leading diamonds now.
I I was gonna say I actually might still ignore partners' request here.
Hmm. We do have multiple club stops, so even if we like lead the king of clubs into the ace 10 9 fifth, we can still get in, switch to diamonds, get in again, and continue
Right.
diamonds. It's not crazy. Two hearts, no alert. We
Right.
saw
I feel
this
like
from Eddie and Susan last set that sometimes they'll play, you know, less than standard methods. I think normally two hearts would show fit here. Three clubs by Susan, patterning out. Four hearts by Eddie.
yeah. So now I would definitely lead a high club. Actually,
Hmm.
sorry, three. I was gonna say, yeah, not after the three club bid.
No. So diamond lead. I was wondering if we should lead a trump against this auction. Like, I understand that a diamond is probably required some of the time, but with the king queen jack fourth of clubs, oh god, this worked out poorly. I really wish we had let a trump now. Kind of looks like
Um,
declare needs to rough those clubs in hand.
yeah, although doesn't it feel like part? Yeah, I was gonna say like it feels like partner might have a stiff club here.
Yeah, but that's fine. I would still prefer to have let a trump.
Yeah,
Not if partner had the ace queen of diamonds, which I guess they will sometimes. So maybe this is just a
yeah,
little bit
like
unfortunate.
partner's double on ace ten at best is maybe a little questionable.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe partner has six diamonds. I think that's actually
Possible.
somewhat likely. Nope, never mind.
Well, not anymore.
Wow. Emma
Yeah, so that like
has not heard the story of how Finn redoubled someone in two diamonds in the Solways.
yeah, and I think that also kind of suggests that partner's hand is horrible, right? That she doubled two dimes out of desperation to stop Adam from leading anything else.
Yeah, but that's also not consistent with what we see in Dummy, right? Dummy
Right.
had a 9 count.
Yeah, and we had also nine. No, that would be so that would be 18. That would give Emma four with the ace of diamonds. If she had one straight jack outside, that would give Eddie a 17 count. That's all consistent.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit too late to switch to Trumps now, my friend. I think we need to do that at trick
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to uh, step away just for one moment here. I'll be back in a second here.
9 of hearts. So will Emma play the jack or not? That's what the pause is about, right? Got to take as much UI as possible when we're doing commentary. Or, on the other hand, did declare open a no trump with a 6 card heart suit? Also possible. Dan and Sylvia and 4 no doubled on the previous board. Ooh. Zach smashed it with his Jack 10 7th of spades. Now, wait. Is it actually going down one on the spade ace lead? Because is Georgia going to go ace queen of spades? Or actually, who's in what seat? I don't know who's in what seat. You gotta make sure to unblock that queen of spades, right? Alright, looks like trumps have split. Declare can rough the clubs good. And this will be 11 tricks. We are claiming, right? We can just hit that claim button right about now. Maybe. Ah, partner did have another trump. Man, so we need to switch to the 10 of hearts or something? Is that the deal? If we'd switched to the 10 of hearts instead of the 8, then partner would have scored a trump trick. We could have gotten one more. It was only for an over trick. Would a trump lead have been effective? I'm curious now.
So how's it going now?
Well, we have some exciting results coming up, which I think is good news for Rubinstein. But we just finished the play in four hearts. Looks like Adam and Emma were unable to collect a third defensive trick even.
Yeah, I see. I mean, in the end, it turned out to be kind of a nothing hand. And Eddie had a 16 count, so... Oh, I forgot that we had the jack of diamonds. Yeah, so partner actually could have had ace 10 9 fifth of diamonds and out, and then the double's totally reasonable. I think it's reasonable as it was. You just want to make sure a partner doesn't blow anything up, and that's the best way to do it.
I mean, what does Declare need to do to make this on a trump lead? Do they need to, win and dummy and lead a low diamond to the queen, putting Emma to a weird guess? So, the double of two diamonds was the only way to let Declare make it? I mean, obviously, maybe Adam would just lead the king of clubs against a normal auction. But four hearts has some real issues on a trump lead on that previous board.
I guess it's not really a Morton's fork because he can just win it. But yeah, it is a weird guess.
Well, we got to 3-0 on this one. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at all the other auctions. 2 spades double, 3 spades. Adam decided to try 3-0 with a spade stopper and this 9 count.
Yeah, so it looks like a 25% game here, huh?
Well, no, this is 0%, right? There's no way the preemptor has the king jack of hearts.
I mean, it's unlikely, but he doesn't have the ace king of spades, so it's possible.
Looks like he's playing for it. 10 of hearts. Wait, the more that left-hand opponent thinks...
I was going to say, well, maybe he covers and it goes king, ace, jack. I guess he wouldn't cover from king, fourth.
All right, king of diamonds.
Although catching a doubleton jack is irrelevant, right? Because he can't unblock the suit.
Huh? The suit is unblocked.
He doesn't have any... But yeah, I thought he started with a 4-3 diamond fit.
Oh, diamonds? Yeah. I mean,
diamonds, yeah.
Whatever. We just need the hearts.
Yeah. Yeah, the king of diamonds time to the ace is normally right on this combination, but kind of irrelevant here. All right, are we? Oh my god!
Oh my god! And the match is super close now. Holy cow! It wasn't. It wasn't just this board, but this is a huge result.
Yeah, here you are. Oh, there's no chance that's the layout. Okay, buddy.
there is a literal 0 chance. I mean, maybe this will go similarly at the other table. So maybe I'm like getting ahead of myself a little bit, but I do want to pull up the big swing on the previous board as we were talking about in the chat. While Declare cashes out here, let's see if the diamonds break. They don't. So Zach opened a no trump on the south hand.
What a result.
It went penalty double, 2 hearts from Georgia showing spades, double showing values by Corbell, 2 spades by North, 2 no trump by Corbell, 3 no trump by West. I don't understand the 4 heart bid from Corbell. Oh, I do understand the 4 heart bid. He was thinking that they were on a different page about 2-0 being like minors or something, or takeout. And so he was maybe worried about the spade stopper. So he bid 4 hearts. West pulled to 4-no, which seems questionable with all these soft values in the majors. I think she had to just sit for 4 hearts and hope that her partner knew what he was doing. Pass. Zach whacks this and then finds ace of spades, queen of spades unblocking the suit. And there was nothing Declare could do. He ran all of his tricks, but ends up down 1. So that was 12 big imps. All right, what have I come in on? Last hand of the set. And then we'll head over to the other room. Diamond, 2 clubs.
Second time a spade lead of ace then queen from an unsupported ace queen was correct.
Yeah.
So diamond, 2 clubs, 2 hearts, normal, 3 clubs, seems normal, 3 spades, sure. So East West, you're cold for 5 diamonds here, huh?
What? Hey, no spoilers.
Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Forgot we were in kibitzing mode.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I went to look at the other table and came back, and it just kicks me out of kibitzing mode, and I just completely forgot about it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. Well, Adam has bid 5 diamonds.
Yeah, I completely forgot that was one of the consequences of checking in on the other table.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll see. Presumably we caught a good hand, I think. Someone has told me that we might be called for 5 diamonds. Ooh, okay. Board 29 is not the result that we're looking for in the other room. That's not that surprising to me.
Tough hand. Oh, I see, yeah.
Yeah, it's really not that surprising.
Oof. Yeah, unfortunate. Adam and Emma saved what they could here.
So as long as we avoid a 3rd round of spades for a trump kind of like over rough here, I think we're in good shape. Yep, there's a club switch. So now we can just pull trumps, hopefully.
Yeah, as long as they're 2-1, we can rough 1 spade, or rough 2 spades and pitch the last one on the king of hearts. All right, well,
yeah, okay. Trumps have split. We can just claim. Let's head over to the other room. Boom.
Yeah,
back.
Yeah.
2 spades, double, 4 spades. Yeah, kind of understandable from Zach. He did have 4 trumps, but I think his hand was pretty flat. Was he 4 triple 3?
I don't recall.
He was 4 triple 3. Now, do they play the sort of multi thing so that partners 2 spades is supposed to be a good hand? I mean, if so, Georgia does not have a very good hand. Obviously, a bit unlucky that the King Jack of Hearts are poorly
Yeah.
positioned.
Yeah, and two spades was not alerted, and obviously the hand suggests they don't have that agreement, despite being what is it, a nine count? Yeah.
Yeah, Zach was unlucky, but maybe you can kind of expect that this is how the auction might develop. He does have two aces, so it's like the preempt to four spades has a lot less going for it. The opponents are very unlikely to
Yeah.
make a slam. So if you get doubled, you really need to be going for 500 for it to be worthwhile.
Yeah, and notice how well three spades might have worked out. Well, I guess three spades maybe gets them to three no trump, or maybe gets them to three spades doubled. But three spades gives the opponents a much harder problem than four spades. A little bit paradoxically,
Mm-hmm.
like four spades just have no choice but to collect the penalty, and it turns out to be 1100.
Yeah. All right, last board of the set. Diamond, two club overcall, two diamonds showing hearts by west, three clubs by north. Three spades by east. We've seen a lot of these 6-5 or 7-5 in the minors' hands. I guess yesterday Dan bid four spades in a similar spot with 7-5. So now with only 6-5, he bids three spades. Four clubs by west. Just some sort of generic force. Makes a lot of sense. Like, she doesn't really know what partner has. If partner bids four hearts, she's probably pretty happy to pass. Now it sounds like partner
The
has queen doubleton.
auction, yeah, the auction was effectively the same at both tables, right?
Yep.
It's
So
a
four diamonds by
precision context and
east.
two diamonds transfer, but the effective bids were all the same.
Now, if east had the ace of spades instead of the queen, six diamonds would be a pretty good spot. I bet West is thinking about trying for slam, but she does decide to just sign off in five diamonds. Okay. Queen of clubs lead from Zach. So this is going to be a push. And that means that with that 10 imps that Zhang picked up on the previous board, it is going to be 40, the margin, with 30 boards left to play. Not unmanageable, but Rubinstein will have to come in for one of these sets, probably the 7th segment, and Susan is going to be out for the remainder of the evening.
Yeah, I think if you're the Yang team, like you're 40 imps ahead in real life, but you're probably mentally banking yourselves ahead approximately 60.
Which is going to be a huge problem for Rubinstein. They're going to need to work some magic, presumably some Zach magic, if possible. But we'll see. Are you joining me for the next sets?
I think if you'll have me, I'm available.
Sure, sounds good. I don't have anyone else. So, cool.
Sounds great. I'm gonna run a few errands. I should be back in time for a 5 o'clock start, correct?
Yeah.
I should be back in time. If I'm not, I won't be much over.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, see you in a bit.
Well, chat, what was the prediction? Oh my god, what was the prediction? This is going to be impossible to determine, isn't it? The prediction was, will Adam have more than 10 cards in two suits during this? Oh, also 100% of people voted no. So I'm just going to return everyone's points. You're welcome. But did we have more than 10 cards in two suits? So let's see. We're looking at West. No. 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 Nope. Close, but nope. Nope. I killed it. It's frozen. It's, oh my god. I I didn't mean to break it. Oh, the system is literally just broken. I'm not allowed to click through the boards in order. Okay, well, we tried our best. There we go. Board 24. We finally made it. But now all of the buttons in the bottom bar are broken. Oops. Okay, we'll never know. There was no prediction. We'll try and do better in the next set. Or no one voted on it at the very least. All right, thanks for hanging out, chat. I'm going to go grab some lunch, and we will be back resuming close to like 5 p.m. Eastern time, maybe a few minutes early. So hopefully everyone's been enjoying the coverage, and hopefully Rubenstein continues to pick up some imps so that